Kano elders sue National Assembly. AGF over IPOB's secession threat. Nigeria's dissolution won't solve problems, Ganduje tells secessionists. Nigeria's dissolution won't solve problems, Ganduje tells secessionists. Okay, 35 COP members test positive for COVID-19 in Ogun State. 35 COP members test positive for COVID-19 in Ogun State. World Health Organization donate 26 ventilators, 3,560 fingertip oxygen to Nigeria. World Health Organization donate 26 ventilators, 3,560 fingertip oxygen in Nigeria. Bandits kidnap Zamfara speaker's father, stepmother, 4 others. Bandits kidnap Zamfara speaker's father, stepmother, 4 others. FG not reneging on its promises, paid over 150 million insurance to 46 resident doctors. Over strike, federal government not reneging on its promises, has paid over 150 million insurance to 46 resident doctors. That's from the minister. PDP BOT members, PDP BOT mandates governors, lawmakers, ex-ministers to end party crisis. PDP BOT mandates governors, lawmakers, ex-ministers to end party crisis. Wike Storms meeting leaves halfway. Wike Storms meeting leaves halfway. PDP bigger than individual interest, article is saying. PDP bigger than individual interest, article is saying. Deputy National Publicity Secretary withdraws resignation letter. That's the PDP issue. Daily Sun, Ohaneze talk stuff over herdsmen killings. Ohaneze talk stuff over herdsmen killings. Main headline on the Daily Sun newspaper this morning. PDP governors orders to decide Secondus fate in 72 hours. PDP governors orders to decide Secondus fate in 72 hours. BOT meets 6 way out of crisis. Don't play into APC's hand. Article 1 denies fueling crisis. Don't play into APC's hand. Article 1 denies fueling crisis. Deputy National Public Secretary Odeyemi withdraws the resignation letter. Okay, governors threaten sack of striking doctors. Governors threaten to sack striking doctors. Minister accuses enemies of using them to destabilize health sector. Ministers accuses enemies of using them to destabilize health sector. FG vows to equip, train, motivate military to protect the nation. Federal government vows to equip, train, motivate military to protect the nation. Bandits beside 10 Katsina local government areas. Bandits besiege 10 Katsina local government areas. Councils are under attacks daily, Masari tells Army Chief. Gunmen kidnap Zamfara speaker's parents. Gunmen kidnap Zamfara speaker's parents. Akintoye Nwodo orders right US EU to stop selling arms to Nigeria. Akintoye Nwodo orders right US EU to stop selling arms to Nigeria. Abga crisis. Crisis is in almost all the parties. We're having crisis in almost all the parties. Abga crisis. Women's committee begs Umeoji to sheath sword. Women's committee begs Umeoji to sheath sword. Lagos slashes ex-governor's pension by 50%. Stop housing entitlement. Lagos Assembly slashes ex-governor's pension by 50%. Stop housing entitlement. 35 COP members test positive for coronavirus in Ogun NYC camp. Okay, let's move over to our viewers this morning. With me, Mr. Chigozie. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. Good morning, esteemed viewers.
This morning that the Sultan of Sokoto is saying that things are getting worse in Nigeria.
Pardon?
The Sultan of Sokoto is saying that things are getting worse in Nigeria. Do you have anything to say about that?
You mean the Sultan of Sokoto?
Yeah.
Have come in terms with the reality and have muzzled more effrontery to make his position known about the Nigerian states, that the Nigeria is not getting better. Then probably that could be the verdict we are all waiting for, to continue, to commence the solution of the Nigerian state. If the Sultan of Sokoto haven't been silent for quite some time now, or some decades now, have come to make his position known, As an elder statesman, he have come in terms with the reality that truly the thought that Nigeria could be managed, that Nigeria could be, there's a way to fix Nigeria. There's a way to go about things and see if the unity and integration of the ethnic nationality could work. But having made his position known now, he is invariably saying that there is no other option left for Nigeria to resuscitate, to revamp the Nigerian states, to unite the Nigerian states, rather than to dissolve this entity called Nigeria. That is his position, which is in line with what the position I have maintained for several years now. You see, the political elites will want to hide under the disguise of building a true federalism, building a true entity. But Sultan, being one of the most respected traditional ruler, especially as far as Nigeria is concerned, or the northern region is concerned, he is not somebody you can just dismiss with such level of ignominy. And his words, of course, should count at this time, that Nigeria is no longer getting better. Nigeria, is suffering from multiple organ failure, and there is nothing that could resuscitate, that could save or remedy the situation. Invariably, we are heading to that expected end, which is total disintegration of this, total disembowelment of this contraction. And that is the way forward.
Ganduje is saying that Nigeria's dissolution won't solve our problems. That's from Governor of Kano State. Nigeria's dissolution won't solve our problems.
I don't think this gentleman is in terms with the reality. What are the problems? Look at, of recent, you have epidemics. Is it cholera and whatever, especially in the Kaduna and Kano states. People died, they claim that people died mysteriously. Because there are no health system, there are no facilities to take care of his own people, the Ganduje of Kano State. They ended up claiming that is a mysterious death. What on earth could you liken to that? It's due to poor facility. It's due to the incompetence on the part of the government to deliver dividends of democracy to the said people. People who gave you, probably, I know you stole the mandates of the people, yet you have the mandate to deliver by the oaths of allegiance you took to protect and to improve the life of the Kano citizens. So for him coming now to say that the dissolution of Nigeria cannot solve our problem, what actually is his problem? He should sit down and get his head in order, because he doesn't know what the problem is.
So what are the problems? Let me ask you.
I think he should be tutored. The problem is the mismanagement, which of course he has contributed to a greater extent. He has not been able to serve the people. He has not been able to deliver dividends of democracy to the people. Look at the health system. Primary health system is in some. We don't have primary health system. That's why thousands of people will die, and you claim that is a mysterious death. Who killed them? Is it Jesus that killed them or Muhammad that killed them? It's misgovernance. It's that level of wickedness on the part of average political elites. The money meant to fix the health sector ended up in the hands, in the coffers of few greedy, disgruntled elements who call themselves, parade themselves within the corridor of power, opportunists. And the only excuse they could give that is a mysterious death. It's quite unfortunate, it's very pathetic, and it's unacceptable. So I, of course, will want to, irrespective of whatever might be his ulterior motive for saying that, Sultan of Sokoto have come in terms with the reality. It's not just addressing Nigeria, but addressing the entire world that there is no longer future for the Nigerian states. That it's high time we dismember this state so that humanity can be preserved. There is no future in sight. There is no hope in sight. As far as this system is concerned, it's configured in such a way that the best hands, the goodwill, people with goodwill will not have the opportunity to, occupy those political positions so that they can use their goodwill to better the lots of the masses. Unfortunately, such people will not be given the opportunity because the system has been configured in such a way that it makes it almost impossible for the technocrats, for people who has the mind, who has the willingness to chart the way forward, who has the willingness to impart humanity, their own generation, to have such opportunity to serve.
There's a kidnap of a lawmaker. Bandits kidnapped Zamfara Speaker's father, stepmother, 4 others. I'm suspecting maybe because of this kidnap has got into the elites. That's why they are now speaking out. What's your take on that?
I would have been more happier if it's the speaker himself, so that they will begin to feel the direct hits of this level of atrocity which they have over time contributed to. So it is a welcome development. Probably, of course, he has much money to spend. So paying ransom will not be anything to him, because they have amassed so much wealth to the extent that they don't know what to do with money, while their own people are dying on daily basis. Look at Zamfara. It is not a place to desire. It's not a place you can even dream of. Taking your enemy to. You see, people, the communal lives, children, look at what is happening. It's very unfortunate. So if the bandits should turn to them, I think it's a welcome development, so that those money they have looted and refused to do the needful should also be given to the bandits, so that I think they also have their own share, since they have refused to deliver dividends of democracy to the people. But with such system, we cannot move forward. Africa cannot move forward. So it is high time we begin to, the youth of the northern region should rise to the occasion. Their life and their posterity, their future has been mortgaged under the altar of sycophancy, under the altar of tribal and religious sentiment, which ought not to be. Look at what do you call it, Dubai. Dubai, they are striving economic wise. They have been able to build their own system and build the state of arts, facilities, which ended up attracting other foreigners. It has become a tourist hub for the world. It's human being that fix it. What our politicians will end up doing is to go and buy luxury homes and they spend our money on frivolities. And they don't deem it necessary to replicate what they saw when they travel. Travel should be part of education. When you travel to US, to UK, to Dubai, you copy those good things and ask questions. How were they able to replicate? You understand, is it about 2003? They came to meet the then president of Nigeria state, which is Olusegun Obasanjo, for loan. But now the reverse is the case. Nigeria will never catch up with Dubai. Why? Because we have the money to turn around the fortune, turn around the destiny of the teeming populations. But unfortunately, we have demons who are more wicked than even the devil himself. within the corridor of power, who have made it almost impossible for us to move forward. But as it stands now, Nigeria is no longer getting better. This is not coming from Chigozie. This is coming from a more respected elder statesman, not just an elder statesman, but is a leader of the Islamic movement in Nigeria. The Sultan of Sokoto have made his verdict about the Nigerian state, and I think we have been vindicated today that Nigeria is no longer getting better. The only thing you can do for this country to preserve humanity, to preserve lives. Look at what the Fulanis, the killings in the south, in the east of recent creature. Of course, the Ohanezes are crying. They say they are talking tough. This is not the time to talk tough. This is the time to take proactive steps, actions. They say speak louder than voice. Ohanezes should stop making media noise. They should rise up. Of course, we don't depend on them for the safety of the Easterners, for the Igbo people.
Okay, thank you very much.
Everybody should take up the responsibility of defending himself and his people.
Okay.
Of which the ESN are there on ground to correct the error of the past, which of course the hero of our past, of the fallen heroes of Biafra, will never be in vain.
Thank you very much.
And today we are vindicated that Nigeria is not getting better.
Okay, thank you very
By
much.
implication, Nigeria is dead, which of course affirms my position, which I have maintained over the years. Nigeria is dead so that Biafra can continue to live. All hail Biafra.
Thank you. That's Mr. Chigozie. I don't know whether he has any grudge with the Sultan of Sokoto.
Over what?
Because the way he's now expressing himself.
What did he say?
Let's just move, Mr. Let's move.
No, I need to
I don't
understand.
want to, okay, what is he saying now? For the fact that Sultan of Sokoto has come out to say that things are getting worse in Nigeria, that means Nigeria is beyond repair. Do you believe?
It's about perception. But it's a known fact. You don't need a hypothesis to know that things are getting worse in Nigeria. Almost in every strata of the society. Almost in every sphere of life. That is the truth. They have just spoken the obvious facts. And it's not the first person to have said it. Recall that Reverend Kuka, while addressing U.S. Congress, he did raise some pertinent issues, some paramount issues that are plaguing Nigeria. And look at the way the federal government tried to vilify him. So he has just spoken the obvious facts. He's not the first person to have said it. Many persons have been saying it. So he has just joined to lend his voice in saying the truth.
But I think what he's saying is not leading to the solution of Nigeria.
No, it's not about the solution of Nigeria. It's about acknowledging the fact. You know, before now, there are some high-placed personalities in Nigeria who know that things are not going well, who know that there is maladministration, who know that the federal government is not combating crime the way they are supposed to do it, who know that the government is not winning the fight against insurgency, who know that the government is not winning the fight against banditry and all that. But they choose to praise government and say government is doing it, winning the war. But I think coming out to acknowledge that there is challenges, I think that is correct.
I suspect because of this issue of kidnap that is getting to the elite, like this bandits kidnapped the speaker's father, stepmother, and 4 others. Don't you see it as a reason why they are coming out to speak?
Even if it's even a matter of time, it will get to the level of higher emirs. Because you see, if you have an issue and you refuse to address it, it will generate and grow. So that's what we are seeing. Because the federal government has refused to address the issue of insecurity and exert its authority as a sovereign nation. That's why you see insecurity getting worse. If you look at what is happening currently, you see a rejuvenation of herders having fresh energy to carry out more attacks, even in the southeast and some other places. So one now begin to ask, Does it mean federal government was clamping down on ESN, on Sunday Igboho to pave way for herders to have free day? Because look at the way the activities is being energized. And if you, it's not even, because I can understand that some like what they call senior citizens have now risen to the occasion. They are now writing to US to stop selling arms and ammunition to Nigerian government. And they may be justified, because the arms and ammunition you are buying, what are you using it for? You see more of activities of herders, killing, maiming, kidnapping locals. And federal government seems to be handicapped or unwilling to address it. So if you look at it, they look justified to even tell American government to stop selling arms and ammunition to Nigerian state. Because of what essence is the arms and ammunition if you are not using it to checkmate the crime and criminality in your country? If you are still witnessing the same level of kidnapping, the same level of raping and all that, and it's even worsening.
So what is now the solution? What should Nigeria do if not ask for arms?
The solution has always been there. It's just that the government refuses to address it. We have been talking about this system status quo that is not working. We have been talking about command and control of police. We have been talking about the security, removing it from exclusive legislative lists, putting it on concurrent list, so that the state and the National Assembly and state houses of assembly can have concurrent jurisdiction over issues like security, so that if the Southwest is forming Amateku, they will have power to arm them, train them.
So Nigeria is saying that how can you say that our country should remain undefended?
To Nigeria is either being economical with the truth or is ignorance. Because if you look at what I'm saying is that if federal government is purchasing arms and you are not seeing the effects of the arm in the field, in all the theater of operation, you are seeing worsening security situation. So what benefit is the arms acquisition? It's on that basis I'm saying that those senior citizens who are telling the American government to stop selling arms and ammunition to Nigerian government, that they may be justified. Because if the essence of buying arms and ammunition is to fight insecurity, is to fight bandits, to fight Boko Haram, to fight killer Fulani herdsmen, and at the end of the day, you spend millions of dollars to acquire Tucano jet, to buy arms and ammunition, and we are not seeing the effect in all the theater of operation. So what is the essence of buying those arms and ammunition? It's not even better you go through non-kinetic approach? Because if the kinetic approach is not yielding result, you are spending millions of dollars, billions of naira to buy arms and ammunition, and we are not seeing the result in the field. So I think it's either to Nigeria is economical with the truth or his ignorance. Because for me, there is no two ways about it. Nigeria is a sovereign state. Nigeria can legitimately go to America, go to Russia, China, name it, to acquire arms. And Nigeria has comparative advantage over any non-state actor, because we have access to use air. All our air platform, Boko Haram do not have access to use any air platform. Bandits do not have access to that. So we have comparative advantage over them. How come they are winning the war? How come we are not able to checkmate the activities of bandits? Look at the other day, they killed, they assassinated a military general even in a federal capital territory in Abuja. So what is Nigeria saying? I think Nigeria should come up with a convincing argument rather than trying to. I don't understand the angle Nigeria is speaking from.
Okay. Dissolution of Nigeria, will it solve our problems?
I don't think it's neither here nor there. Because the fundamentals, if it is addressed, I think it will engender a good society. And if you organize Nigeria and the fundamentals are not addressed, I think it will not even yield any results. For me, I think the fundamentals should be addressed. And the fundamentals are this. We have been talking about devolution of power. We have been talking about restructuring. We have been talking about federal government being overburdened by responsibilities. We have been talking about 68 items on exclusive legislative lists, which is stampeding development. We have mentioned the issue of security. We have mentioned the issue. Okay, look at the issue of our crude oil sector. both the upstream and downstream, is in the hands of the federal government. And over the years, the states have been advocating for resource control, which is part of restructuring. But the federal government, for reasons best known to them, refused to allow see the light of the day. And look at as if what the federal government is having is not enough. Federal government is even tinkering with water resources bill, a bill that seeks to give authority to federal government to have right over surface water and water beneath the earth. And so, if, as we speak, the issue of NEPA, electricity, you refuse to decentralize it. As we speak, before you build a power plant, you need license from federal government. After building that power plant, you don't have a right to even sell to the discos directly yourself. You need to channel it to power national grid, from where transition company of Nigeria that is owned by federal government will decide which megawatts go to estate and so on and so forth. So what they are saying is that we need a total rehauling of the constitution. We need to reject that constitution. We need a people's-oriented constitution. The constitution we are operating with, it is forced on Nigerians by the military, and it is stampeding development. I'll give you an instance. Look at the issue of local governments. If not that the state House of Assembly have jurisdiction to legislate on local government, Lagos State, for instance, will not have the leverage and authority and rights to legislate and create local government development areas like some other states have equally done. So to that extent, you now see that development will trickle down to the other stratas of the society. I'm not saying that the state is not abusing some of the powers given to them. I've seen some areas where they abuse it, but don't throw away the baby with the bathwater, especially the issue of insecurity. If you allow the states to have a stake in the in security issue, you address this issue of insecurity almost 90%. Especially where a governor goes by the name of the governor and chief security officer of the state, but he does not command any single security power. The commissioner of police in Lagos State, for instance, is not answerable to the governor of Lagos State. The director of DSS in Lagos State is not answerable to the governor of Lagos State. And he goes by the name of governor and chief security officer. The man who has the military, that is a cabinet member in Lagos State government, for instance, is not answerable to the Lagos State government. That is why when we saw the shooting at Lekki Toll Gate, nobody accepted responsibility. Nobody could decide who gave the order, because the governor do not have a right to even the power to stop even any military formation in Lagos from going to any location for shooting or whatever, or any operation. So you have a situation where you have command and control from one central place. We are saying that that command and control system is wrong. It's archaic, it's outdated, and it has no place in the modern day system of policing.
Okay, one more. We are looking at 35 club members testing positive for COVID-19. More people are even testing positive for COVID-19.
It's a function of insensitivity of our system. Because I have a situation where, because the government, the governors, the senators, House of Rep members, what they will call the senior citizens, they have been vaccinated. So I don't think they have interest of the masses. It is so that look at their lackadaisical attitude, their negligence in trying to enforce all the hitherto known non-pharmaceutical measures to mitigate the spread. Did you see any seriousness on the part of federal government to doing it? I do not see it. Because they know they are already protected, they have been immune, they have taken the vaccine, and they will leave the common man to his fate. Like I always say, it is by providence that we are protected. It is God that has been protecting us, not because of the government. Because this government, or not just this government, Nigerian government over the years have not cared about the citizen. That is just a simple truth.
My final thought, Mr.
My final thought is that let the government always listen to the governed. Let the government place high premium on the life of the citizens. Because the way it stands, the government do not value Nigerian citizens.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Matthew. I have Honorable David here this morning, Honorable. Good morning, sir.
Honorable.
Yeah, Honorable.
I no contest now.
You giving us analysis, and our analysts are honorable people. Don't look at those ones up there. Yeah, honorable is in quotes.
Okay.
Yeah, Honorable David.
Good morning to our esteemed viewers and good morning to you, Mr. Christian Chukwu.
Yeah, we have been saying, people have been saying that Nigeria is not working. Not working. Now, the Sultan of Sokoto has come and said that things are getting worse in Nigeria. What can you take from that statement? What can you take out from that statement?
Not like what you've said, we've been saying this countless times. Over the years, we've always made grounds on these words now. I think on the side of the Sultan of Sokoto, the Nigerian traditional rulers, the clergymen, they are all hypocrites.
The clergymen?
The clergymen, yes. They are, because majority of them met with the president as a last month. Now Nigerian situation has been worse even before now. Now, why didn't they tell what's happening to the face of the president? They met with him at Aso Rock. The Sultan of Sokoto could not even tell the president how worse the situation is now. Only what they are doing is to come out on the pages of newspapers and start saying things are worse, things are bad, things are not going well in Nigeria. Now, when they are opportune to meet with the president, to sit down one-on-one and meet with the president, now they keep singing the praises of Mr. President, telling him you are the best man, you are the best man for the job. This same Sultan of Sokoto said, if not for Buhari, Nigeria would have been in more chaos. This same Sultan of Sokoto, after meeting with the president last month, he came up and said, if not for the President Buhari, Nigeria would have been doomed. Nigerians would have suffered more hardship if not for the fact that President Buhari came to save Nigeria from what excessive spending, and now it's quite foul. These people are men of double standard. When they are opportunity to meet the president one-on-one, they sing the praise of Mr. President, telling him all sorts of stories. He's the best man for the job. He has done a lot of job for Nigerians. Nigerians are really happy. Now, when bandits kidnap about 23 persons in the state yesterday, that is why he's not crying foul. We know them. So see, I don't even feel pity for them. I don't feel pity for them because if truly these people have access to the president, why don't you tell the president, Mr. President, things are not working well in Nigeria? Tell him to his face. Yes. Don't come up. See, it is high time these people stop all this media complaint. These people are prominent people in the society, top-notch people in society, and they meet with the president at least, if not on a monthly basis. Sultan can easily assess the president. So let him channel his grievances, his complaint to the president, not coming on the pages of newspaper and start complaining. When he gets to Aso Rock now, they will give him Ghana must go, back to Sokoto. He will keep on praising Mr. President. If bandits kidnap, the following day, he will say Nigeria is getting worse. Can you see the kind of prominent leaders we claim to have in Nigeria? These are not leaders. These are just opportunists. These are just gold diggers who just want to sing praise. Who just want to. They are either here nor there. Because today you cannot sing praise of the president and tomorrow you condemn him. Where are you standing? Are you standing on side of the masses or on side of the presidency?
What do you say is the side of the presidency?
The side of the presidency is him going to Abuja. He cannot tell the president what is happening in Nigeria. The reality, how things are happening, how killings on daily basis. He should tell the president to his face. He will go to Abuja and start singing praise of Buhari, tell him how Buhari is the best man for the job, why is that, why is this now. The following day, when he will talk about Sokoto, bandits will strike and kill 4 persons. He will come to the media and say things are really getting worse in Nigeria. This is the same man you were opportune to meet yesterday. You could not tell him the the what? The reality because of their own selfish and personal interest.
Okay.
You want to kind of person people we have.
What will solve this problem? What will solve this?
What to solve?
What situation that we are getting into every day?
Thank you for that question. I believe what will solve this problem is one is that to do with the sincerity of the presidency. And now, how hard is the president on those fomenting this trouble? The same man that refused to acknowledge or accept bandits as terrorist group, do you think it will solve the problem? No. The same bandits that gone down Air Force Alpha fighter jets.
Bandits kidnapped Zambra's speaker's father, stepmother, and 4 others.
I know, yes, yesterday. The same bandits gone down Nigerian Air Force jets. President has not still acknowledged them or cannot proscribe them as terrorists. Now, the Zamfara speaker yesterday, his uncle and his siblings were kidnapped. The president could not still proscribe them as terrorists. The innocent IPOB who are there chanting, claiming for their self-determination, for their rights, has been tagged as terrorist group, and he want the problem to be solved. The president is because about this thing. He is a biased man. With all this fact I just analyzed, it shows IPOB bandits should have been proscribed as terrorist group.
Does bandits have a face?
Which one be has face or no face? What do you want to do? Okay, you want to know their face. Ask Sheikh Gumi. Gumi will tell you their face. Gumi has become an intermediary between the government and the bandits. He's the middleman now. Now, bandits are the wholesaler. Gumi is the retailer. And now, those that will pay the ransom, they are the consumer. So Gumi is the middleman now. If you ask about the face of bandits, ask Gumi. Gumi will show you their face. He will tell you their face. It's not in Nigeria.
Is there any difference between bandits and Mietiala?
Mietiala claim they are cattle breeders association, but to me, there's no difference. Criminal are criminal. They are best of same feather because these people kidnap other people. So they are best of same feather. These same people perpetrate the same evil acts. So there's no difference. But the biased presidents we have are still could not proscribe them as terrorists, and he want the problem to be solved. The problem cannot be solved until when the president come into terms with us. Let him sit back, and then he should not. His own policy should not be about tribal or sentimental lines. It should come to reality. Every Nigerian, as far as he's the president, he belongs to every Nigerian. Because if up until today, the president have refused to proscribe bandits and this Mietiala as terrorist group, it shows the president has some ulterior motives. Yes, because these people have even caused more havoc, more damage. These people have even perpetrated more evil to this entity called Nigeria. So what have the IPOB done? Nothing. Only just their flag chanting for self-determination. But sharply, he just postcard them as terrorist group.
Okay, let's look at you were once a COP member, and now we have heard that different COP members have been affected by COVID-19 in Nigeria. That is this recent times. How do you look at the welfare? Because I just see that the news is just like this camp COVID-19, that camp COVID-19. What should be done to the welfare of these COP members?
The welfare.
And 5 COP members test positive for COVID-19 open.
Let them. Maybe state commandants want to use that and siphon money. The state commandants, the state coordinator of the youth corps in Ogun State want to use that and siphon money. We want to talk about the welfare because I don't see every corps member. Every corps member cannot. These people claimed to have contracted this COVID-19. How true is that? I don't believe that. I don't believe that's COVID-19 in Nigeria. I don't believe there's COVID-19 in Nigeria.
What killed Abakari?
What killed Abakari? Now, did he contract that in Nigeria? He went for Germany.
COVID-19 was not.
He had a meeting in Germany. You know that. Now, the meeting he was not supposed to go. Oshimadi was supposed to attend the meeting, but he had to bypass the protocol as the chief of staff to the president and attend the meeting with Siemens. You know this. That was where he contracted the sickness and died. Oshimadi was supposed to have gone for the meeting. So that one, he went to Germany. He went overseas, and we know how this sickness have been ravaging there. So Abakari's own is true, but here in Nigeria, my brother, there is no COVID-19 because I keep telling people if there is COVID-19, now go to this market now, this Ogba market now, ask the market women how many persons died of COVID-19 last year, even when this pandemic was ravaging the country. Nobody died. Me, I did not die. See, I did not know anybody that died. Even in my street, we are all intact. So tell me, where is the COVID-19 coming from? Who are the ones contracting this COVID-19? My brother, COVID-19 Nigeria is scam. It is another technique of them siphoning money. Now government now will give them money again. So now Nigeria now scam now. Everybody now shopping for this country.
Okay, lastly, the Lagos State House of Assembly has slashed the pension of ex-governors by 50% and have removed the house entitlements. How do you look at that?
Slashing on the faces of newspaper.
How do you look at that?
Slashing on the faces of newspaper. These are just jamborees. These are just mere stories. I don't believe them. You know that. What if you slash them on the pages of newspaper and then underground they are still doing their needs, they are still maneuvering their way? We know politicians. They're not straightforward. They cannot tell us you've slashed them, you've slashed wages in the page of newspaper. Let us see it. How much are they being paid? So that one is no story. That one is not new. These people are not being truthful. They are not being sincere with us. We know. See what Ohaneze. I'm sorry for the Ohaneze social cultural group. I don't know. They don't even have stand again. Ohaneze keep every day. They keep talking tough. Last year, Ohaneze, they spoke tough. The previous years, they spoke tough. Ohaneze has been speaking tough every year. Why can't you take a stand? Why can't you come out with a policy, a formative policy that will help safeguard your people? Ohaneze has become Buhari loyalist. Yes, to me. These people don't condemn President Buhari. They are always in support of the president. Ever since Ebubagu has been formed, of what use is the Ebubagu? The ESN that has been trying to combat crime within this region. Now, you people said it is illegal. You people cannot work with ESN because it was formed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, now, it will be argued that the Eastern governors and the Ohaneze form, of what use have these people been to the people of the Southeast? How effective is the Ebubagu? You see what I'm saying? Let them stop talking tough. Enough of always talking tough. See, I know they have a representative that don't move to the president. Let them tell the president what he's doing is unfair. They just stop talking tough. Every day talk tough. They keep talking tough. There is no result on ground. And lastly, before I conclude, and for the Sultan of Sokoto that said Nigeria is getting worse, we don't know that Nigeria is worse. But please, whenever it's opportune to meet his paymaster, Buhari, he should tell him to his face and stop coming to the pages of newspaper. Because these people, they are just about their own personal interest. You cannot always condemn the president. When you see the president meeting one-on-one, tell the president things are bad in Nigeria. Things are not going well. Everything is going down. Our education system is in shambles. Our education is in shambles. Nothing is working. People are hungry. there's starvation, there's inflation. Let him tell the president rather than coming to the president of newspaper. Now, the president is in London receiving health treatment. Tinubu is in London receiving health treatment. And these are people who are supposed to fix our healthcare system. Any small thing, why don't go London? Any small thing, Tinubu don't go London for their healthcare. What are we that cannot access this healthcare overseas? What is our own fate? Do they want us to die here? Now, one day I want to challenge you. Go to our medical centers. Go to visit any of the public hospitals. Just take a tour. Just take a media tour around there. You will see how bad and how decayed that places is. Some persons sleep on bare floor because there's no bed space. Doctors even sell bed space for as low as 1,000 naira. Highest bidder. And this is the same president who is supposed to even checkmate this is in London receiving healthcare system. And now they want us to die. We will not get money. Where we go? We will not get money. Where we go?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Mr.
Mr. Sunday, Mr. David has said that he's looking for someone that will adopt him. Please, he's up for adoption. Mr. David is up for adoption. If you want to adopt him, you can connect me, contact me. Good morning, Mr. Kondem.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Chuks.
Good morning, sir.
Christian Chukwu.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning. Before I move ahead, normally I have to thank my God. Oh Lord God Almighty, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. I worship thee, I thank thee, I magnify your name. I lift you up in the name of my Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me alive, keeping Christian Chukwu alive, keeping every one of us alive, keeping our viewers all over the world alive. I say, Father Yahweh, be glorified, be magnified in Jesus' name. I thank thee for keeping Nnamdi Kanu alive. I thank thee for Simon Ekpa. I thank thee for the whole members of IPOB. I thank thee for ESN. I thank thee for Oduwa Republic. I thank thee for Sunday Bohu. I thank thee for Amateku. Daddy, I thank thee for how you have been sustaining us in this Nigeria. I thank thee because up to now, the cake bomb that just sit upon it have not be exploded. God Almighty, be glorified, be magnified in Jesus' name. I thank thee, Jehovah, for the air you give us to be also breathe for free. May them be glorified. I thank thee mostly on behalf of Philip TV, who made it possible for our voice to be here all over the world. Be glorified in Jesus' name. Our viewers in abroad, those that have extended their helping hand, their good gesture unto us, God Almighty, I thank thee, I worship thee on their behalf, and continue to bless them, continue to increase their pocket, continue to whatever they put their hand shall be well with them. In the name of my Lord Jesus Christ, amen, amen, and amen.
Okay,
I am Mr. Okparadini Okokondem in this Second Republic of Biafra, led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra, long live Republic of Biafra, long live Republic of Biafra, long live Oduwa Republic, long live Oduwa Republic, long live Sunday Bohu, long live Sunday Bohu, long live Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, long live all the whole agitators who come out with good faith to fight for their freedom. Long live every one of us. Long live Nigeria. All of us will live together and become a neighboring nation. Oduduwa nation, Biafra nation, Nigerian nation, and we will cooperate as a neighboring nation. So shall it be in Jesus' name. One Nigeria cancelled in Jesus' name. Amen.
Okogodem,
yeah.
You are in Nigeria.
Look, I am Igbo man. I am Igbo indigene, a Biafra indigene, a Biafra citizen, but was forced to be in Nigeria.
Do you have a national ID card?
I was forced to have it. Okay, I was forced to do NIN.
Is it a gun point, or you are arrested and they told you to...
partially, indirectly, at gunpoint, because they said if you did not have national ID card, you cannot do what? Transact anything, which is what is going on. And after having the national ID card, they do law again. If you did not put your national ID card number in your phone number, in your account number, you cannot do anything. They will block your line. They will do this, they will do that, which they really want to do. You have nothing to do than to comply. I'm not ready yet fully in Biafra. If I go to Biafra, it cannot happen.
Okay, are you part of Ohanese? You support Ohanese movement?
What is Ohanese?
You know what Ohanese is?
What is Ohanese?
It's a socio-cultural group of Igbos. Representing.
Those barbarians. Those animals. Those long throats. Glutton people. Drunkards. Vagabonds. Ohanese and Igbo. Dancing Makosa. With the life of Biafrans.
But they say they talk tough on herdsmen killings.
Is it today that herdsmen start killing? Why can't Ohanese stand up since all these days from the beginning and talk of herdsmen killing? Why? They did not stand up. Ohanese are business traders, businessmen who trade on the blood of their own sons and daughters. Remember, in 2003, a member of Ohanese and Igbo, which is Emmanuel Iwanyang, I will call his name, Emmanuel Iwanyang from Owerri in Imo State. He was a member of Ohanese and Igbo that time. He is the one that took money from the government of that time, went to the whole Southeast and campaigned. Nobody, no Igbo man can be able to win Obasanjo. In 2003 election, no Igbo man, no born Igbo man can be able to win Obasanjo. Is that group a good group, and they produce a person like this who is campaigning against himself? Ohanese and Igbo, where were they when Nnamdi Kanu was shouting? They said no. Is it not Ohanese and Igbo and Eastern State governors signed for, organized for Operation Patton Dance? They signed it and sealed it and used the Fulani army to execute it. We are shouting Buhari, 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 Buhari. Are they not the one who plotted it? Ohanese and Igbo, they are just like Asiri Dokubo. Ohanese and Igbo just like Asiri Dokubo. When they run short of money, they will make mouth. Hey, Ohanese and Igbo. Hey, their paymaster, Mianti Anla, we carry trunk of money, give them. They will close their mouth. Is it not the same Ohanese who are jubilating when they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu and brought him down to Nigeria here? Is it not them that are jubilating? Say, hey, it's what he deserves because he's insulting them, because he's doing it, because he's doing that. Are they not doing a relation? Why are they talking tough? Whom are they deceiving? Let them do the bid of their Fulani master. Continue doing the bidding. Let them continue.
But the Sultan also is saying that things are getting worse in Nigeria also.
Who?
The Sultan.
The Sultan of Sokoto?
Yeah.
Where were he since when Boko Haram started? Block here.
Continue.
Where were they when were he when Boko Haram started? Why can't he say since all these days that things are getting tougher? Zamfara, closer to Sokoto, Zamfara Kebbi was formerly in Sokoto State. So they are so close. He can supervise in Zamfara. When the gold in Zamfara, we are extracting by Chinese miners under the traditional rulers' supervision. They take it to trade arms. Where was he? One cattle lament that time. Now he's shouting, things are getting worse. Is it not that you know that things are getting worse? One head is already cut off from the body. The head is already cut off from the body. It is only for him to shouting. He is shouting because he has seen that Biafra is reality. He is shouting, crying now because he has seen as soon as Biafra left, all the whole oil block he has in Biafra land, he lose it. He's crying for his oil block. He will soon lose in Biafra land. So he's telling us that he's shouting that things are getting worse, that he don't know, he's pretending. They are those that from Boko Haram, who are the patrons of Fulani herdsmen. I mean, Mianti Anla. Is he not member of Mianti Anla? Sultan of Sokoto, is he not a member of Mianti Anla? How many cattle he has? People, husband are trading for him. Will he tell that he don't have a single cattle? He's pretending. Now they are trying to make those poor herders they are using to execute their evil plan. to capture Nigeria.
Talking about Buhari, Mr. Okpara, do you think Buhari will relinquish power? That is to release power come 2023.
Buhari will leave power. Buhari will leave power.
Mr. Sunday say he will not leave power.
I said Buhari will leave power, but not to Satanas. I said Buhari go leave power, but not to Satanas. He will leave power not to people like Atiku. He cannot give people like Atiku power. He can give power to people like Erufai. He can leave power to them. People like Shehu Garba, he will give power to them. People like Melami, he will give power to them.
Power as in president.
As a president.
How is it possible?
Because those people he trusts. Remember, he told you that why he don't put other people in security apparatus, he can give people whom he trusts, people who can hear his language, people who can understand him. So it's the people he trusts that he give the power. And if you don't give them anybody power, he will cause chaos. He will cause chaos in Nigeria so that there will be something like anarchy. Election will not hold. They appoint interim government. The same Fulani man, they will appoint him. Or they will do. Military will do something like they have taken coup. They say military have taken. Military say give us 6 months. We will hand over. We will do everything within 6 months. They do kangaroo election. Still hand over to Fulani man. Because the structure Fulani have put, they can never give it to anybody who will destroy that structure. And Buhari will never give to a man who will probe him. As we are saying, Buhari, people were saying, Buhari is dead, Buhari is this, but this is not the real Buhari. If this is not the real Buhari, as people are saying, or as it will be the truth, he cannot hand over who will expose him that is not the real Buhari. Fear will hold him, but he hand over. You understand me? He cannot hand over to Sasaki. We have jail. They cannot hand over to him. They cannot hand over to Dasuki, former security advisor to Jonathan. They cannot hand over to him because those people, he has seen them as his core enemy, although they are Fulanis. They are Muslims, but they have seen them as his core enemy. He can never hand over to them. So that's what I'm saying. Now, I'm coming. Look at the name Wodo. I mean, Wodo in Vanguard today, that said EU and Europe, America, United Nations should not sell arms again to Nigeria. If this Wodo is the real Wodo of former Ohanes and Igbo, President General, why should he talk now if he's the one? Because we may have different people with the same name. If he's the one, why is he talking now? During the time he's collecting money, when he was President General, why can't he say stop selling arms to Nigeria? You see what I'm telling you? Both Ohanes and Igbo, both Nwodo, both the Sultan of Sokoto, all of them, when they see the game is going against them, they will come up lamenting. It's not good. It's not good because it's turning against them. But when it's for them, they will say, statute code, it's all right. It's all right. I'm still lamenting. Sultan of Sokoto should not come out and tell us things are spoiling in Nigeria because he knows we lose the oil block. He knows that Biafra is going and Biafra must surely go. The oil block, look at Sokoto, where is Sokoto? I have oil block. And the people have the oil, don't have even a cup of oil. How much to have water to drink? But it's there controlling how many oil blocks in southeast, in Biafra land, south, in Biafra land. Why don't they cry since all these days to show you that these people that call themselves prominent people, politicians, traditional rulers in Nigeria, they are done spoiling Nigeria.
What is the solution for Nigeria?
Nigeria has no solution because a broken bottle have no mequantancy. Have you seen a broken bottle that has any mequantancy? No way. There's no remedy for Nigeria. Can anybody to go his own way?
But Kano governor is saying that Nigeria's the solution won't solve our problem.
He is part of the people that cause the problem. Kano Daduje, I think his name. He is part of the people that cause the problem. I don't know that one raise these people up in the name of Algeria. Is it not the one? All the whole Fulani Northern governors know about the problem of Nigeria. They should not pretend. They should not pretend. When a stupid court of Nigeria give Usodimma governorship of Imo State.
Supreme Court.
Stupid court. They are not Supreme Court. They are stupid court.
That is hate speech.
It's not hate speech. It's not hate speech. It's a name. When they give, are there not people who clap for Usodimma? APC have got another state. Are they not the one? Why did he say that sensationists will not stop the problem of Nigeria? Is Fulani herdsmen? Are they the one who be the solution to Nigeria project problem? Boko Haram, are they the one to be the solution of Nigeria? Bandits, are they the one to be the solution of Nigeria? Kidnappers, are they the one to be the solution of Nigeria? If secession will not be the solution to Nigerian problem. Since 1914, we are joined together. Do we have peace in Nigeria? Is there any solution in Nigeria?
Okay, the final thought, Mr. Kukoda.
My final thought is, Pharaoh of Nigeria, let my people go. Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh, let my people go. Lion in Aso Rock, release now the Carlo, or else God will break your teeth. God Almighty will break your teeth, break your hand. Release now the Carlo. Release, let Biafra go. Let Oduduwa go. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Oduduwa. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live President Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra is the answer. Biafra is the answer. Oduduwa is the answer to solve the problem of this Nigeria. So shall it be in the name of my Lord Jesus Christ. Say amen.
Amen. Honorable,
I clap for Kokondo.
I wanted to call you honorable, but the last time I said...
don't call me honorable. I have never been a councillor in my life, and I'm not dreaming ever to be.
Is honorable only attached to
I don't want to involve myself with Nigerian dirty politics.
That honorable is not honorable. Horrible, not honorable.
All honorables in Nigeria, ranging from councillor, chairman, representatives, and the senators, they are horrible witches and wizards. Look, Chuku, anytime you are praying, let me remind you, I've been telling you this. Pray against Nigerian politicians. They are the witches and wizards. Stop troubling yourself, praying against idols, praying against devils, praying against demons. Never in your life dream that your kinsmen are the one bewitching you. The people that are responsible for Nigerian woes, bewitchment, are the Nigerian politicians. They are witches and wizards, unrepentant one, so stubborn. I will never be any honorable. No. I am what God says I am. Throw your question at me.
The Sultan of Sokoto has come out to say that Nigeria is worse, it's getting worse.
Sultan of Sokoto is saying that Nigeria is getting worse, and he is part of the arrangement that made Nigeria getting worse. How many oil blocks does he have? Sultan of Sokoto did not tell you that he has many oil blocks in the south, in River State, Akwa Ibom State. All those oil producing Niger Delta states. How many oil wells does he have? He has not told you. He has not told anybody. Now he knows that Nigeria is getting worse. When Jonathan was there, was he happy with Jonathan? Sultan of Sokoto, was he not among the forces that removed Jonathan from power? Was he not among them? He's not telling us that Nigeria is getting worse. After beating us, he will also cry for us. He will cry on our stead. After beating us, Nigeria is getting worse. When he has many oil blocks in Akwa Ibom, River State, Anambra State, Imo, Abia, all those other oil producing states. Sultan of Sokoto has many oil blocks there. They worship him as if he's God. At least the capital of Caliphate in Nigeria, don't you know where it is? Sokoto Caliphate. Masquerade talking to human being. The man is a masquerade. Nigeria getting worse under his brother's regime. Nigeria getting worse because the people that are rearing his cattle, they are destroying our farmland. Sultan of Sokoto did not tell you that he's one of the owners of those cattle, those cows. He employed those cattle rearers, those herders. Can he swear that he's not among the people that created Boko Haram, banditry, and the herdsmen terrorism in this country? He's not gonna swear. See, let me tell you, we are all investigative journalists. We know what is happening in the dark. Nobody can ever fool me. Nobody can fool us.
Are you saying he's not speaking for the people?
No. Let us tell ourselves the truth. No. See, anything that is born of jaguar, cheetah, is never devoid of spots. Likewise, snake. Snake is not known for his what? Long neck. Pot calling cattle black. Are you listening to me? See, Sultan of Sokoto hands are not killing. Do you know how many people that died in this regime? Where is he? Where was he?
Some people are saying you have no evidence.
I have no evidence to show, Abi. Tell those people online that they should go to River State and investigate. Tell those people online that they cannot read. They don't read more than me. Tell them that all they do in Europe and America is worse to them enjoy the good atmosphere of that area. While I live in Nigeria here, because of tough time, I read tough. I investigate tough. I research tough. I experience tough time. Okay? Tell those people online that necessity is the mother of invention. The reason why we are here is because of what? Necessity. What do you mean of necessity? There are a lot of needs. Dry situation, that's necessity. Impoverishment, that is necessity. Deprivation, that is necessity. They are not being deprived of anything in Europe and America. That's why they cannot know. They shouldn't know it that Sultan of Sokoto is having many oil wells in the southern Nigeria. Emirs in the north, they are having many oil wells in the southern Nigeria. They don't know that there is gold mining in Zamfara. How many of us are mining those gold? My dad, did he go there and mine gold? My uncles in Anambra State, did they go to Zamfara State and mine gold? What are you saying? Nigeria is getting worse because he is part of the forces that are sucking the wealth of this country. They are sucking the wealth of this country. They are sucking us dry. That's why he has the prerogative and the impetus to make such statements. That Nigeria is getting, he's talking to the flies. Tell it to the fairies, not somebody like me. It's part of the system that is leading us to what? Sodom and Gomorrah. Not even promised land. Tofiakwa. Let me tell you. Go. Tell your online people, viewers, that Raphael says they should read well. They should read books. They should investigate well. They should have people to argue with online. Talk to people that knows what's up about politics in Nigeria. Let me tell you, how many oil wells do you think that man have? Uncountable. And let me chuck them. No, forget. T.Y. Danjuma is the highest owner of oil wells in Nigeria. He sold it off, share it among his children. Use the other one for what? Charity. As of 2003 and so on. See, let me tell you, as I'm talking to you now, the highest owner of oil well in Nigeria are the Northerners. And Sultan of Sokoto is number one.
Let's divert. Somebody is asking a question.
Yes, let me answer him.
How you been saying that? I asked Mr. Kwara the same question.
Yeah.
Do you think Buhari will relinquish power in 2023?
Oh my God, what a question. I love that. Come 2023, Buhari will be, let me tell you, even if you ask him now, if there's any need for him now, he will do that. The time has not come. Okay? There is fire on that seat. Much pressure on that seat. Buhari is going to not only relinquish power, come 2023. He will throw it to whoever will cash it off.
Can you buttress
this country is on fire. Is the one that set the country on fire. The country is on fire, don't you know? Nigeria is on fire. Yes, Buhari has set Nigeria on fire. If he does it, sit put, 2023, we will drag him out there. He will be forced to leave. He will have no any option or excuse than to leave. Are you listening to me? And that man who cannot even craft good plans, who cannot even write a good, write-up on crime, how to commit crime, how to cheat. He doesn't know how to do 419. So Obasanjo wanted to do it, third-term agenda. We hook him here. He left. What about this man who is too cheap? Man, he can't do that. No, Chris, you are asking me, don't you think he's going to put somebody that will defend him so that he won't go jail come 2023? That's the good questions.
No, somebody was asking.
That man, okay, Oga, where is going to leave power come 2023? He's going to leave power. He's going to relinquish power come 2023.
Do you think he will protect his interest when leaving?
Thank you. That's the question. Yes, protecting his interest means the person to hand over will be his right person. He's not going to be handing over to someone else. He's going to probe him or unveil the whole his own hidden activities, all his bastard acts, all his crooked activities, all his diverted funds. Are you listening to me? Let me tell you, Buhari is going to hand over to his stooges, people that he's trusted to protect what? His interests. When he leaves office.
We have two potential people.
Who are those potential?
We have Atiku and we have Tinubu.
Potential idiots. I'm sorry, but I'm saying the truth. We don't have to give powers to idiots. You don't have to relinquish power to same people. You don't have to relinquish power to people that are above 70 years because they are suffering already mental malnutrition, mental ability deteriorated. People whose mentality are going down. They shouldn't be given power to handle in Nigeria. People that supposed to grab it if this man leaves office should be from 50 years down. 50 years down.
I don't come today.
Okay. 50 years down. 50 years down. In 1987, Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso was 27 years old. In 1966, Lieutenant Colonel Gowon was 29, 28, 27 years. I think you understand. You need people, young people, vibrant, young people whose brain are keen, young people that could understand the youth, young people that can dazzle well on the building of the economy, young people that are well read, young people that have human sympathy, young people that can fear God, young people that can understand the needs of every patriotic and unpatriotic Nigerians. That is the people you need. We don't need Atiku anymore. He is an expired what? Man, Atiku has expired. We don't need Tinubu there. We don't want anybody that will come and dazzle and play us. No. We don't need him. We don't need him. The people we need are the likes of Kesele Moralu. Are you listening to me? Kesele Moralu is a young man.
He wants to respond.
The people we like is the like of Ifa Yoba. We don't want old men anymore. We don't want Atiku. We don't want Atuku. Because what? Let me tell you, Atiku is growing old. See, senility is telling it on him. Sickness as a result of old age. Senility.
With the current structure.
Current structure or no current structure. The structure of the country, is on the darkness. The platform on which the country was built is weak, corrupt.
So can any young person come out?
Malleable, palpable, corruptible. Are you listening? The structure is not right. The only person that can repair Nigeria is young, vibrant, new breeds of politicians. We don't want old crooks. We don't want old fools. We don't want witches and wizards anymore. The like of Charles Solu, the young man. The like of Omoyele Sowore, a young man. Are you listening to me? The like of Olubumi.
You have Mogalo.
Ambode.
You have Mogalo.
I know Mogalo. Ambode, the like of Ambode. Former governor of Lagos State is good. He's a young man. He has high taste. We like him. We want him to take over the helms of Nigeria. We don't want old politicians. Crooks, they are. They are hooligans.
Okay.
They are ruffians.
Special question.
They can bomb bush. They can set bush ablaze. Special question. Throw it.
On Monday, you know what is happening?
I know. Sit at home order. Yes. Goes down. Goes down.
Is he going to stand?
Thank you so much. This question is asked from online. Thank you, my brothers, viewers from abroad. I thank you. Comes Monday, 9th August, we are going to embark on ghost town activities in the southeast of Nigeria.
What of the southwest?
Southwest, I don't know. They do their own. They are our brothers. Southwest is Oduduwa Republic. It's not Biafra Republic. It has nothing to do with Biafra. If Igboho comes out or goes to Germany, it can still control them and tell them what to do. But this time around, we are not going to sit at home in Lagos State because Lagos State can never be southeastern Nigeria. The missing tribe of Israel occupied the whole southern part of Nigeria. We are the Igbos. We are going to sit at home comes Monday. Nobody's coming out until Nnamdi Kanu is being released. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Nnamdi Kanu until he's released, there will be no movement in Igbo. You know what I mean? We are sitting down, sitting back. Nobody's coming out.
Your final thought.
It is my right to do that. It is their right to do that. It is your right to do that. Every black Jews, black skin, we are sitting back. We are not going anywhere in Anambra State. We are not going anywhere in Imo, Enugu State,
Okay.
Abia State.
Okay. Thank you.
Delta State, if care is not taken, because we have a lot of Igbos there. In fact, from Asabato to Umunede, nobody go move. Where they go?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't you know that we're Igbos?
Thank you very much.
Are you scared that Ibanke is Igbo? Are you scared that Abudu is Igbo? Are you scared that part of Igodomi Igodo? The Igbos. No movement of Republic of Biafra.
50 below for president. 50 above, not for president.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the flip crew. My name is Odigie Wellington, Esquire. I want to respond. Esquire.
Wow.
I'm paralegal. I'm not a legal practitioner. You see, the respondent that left the floor lately alluded a lot of things that are lies, that are maligning, that are not true. Now, the case study we have, they said, for presidency,
we don't want old people.
They don't want old people. And where do old man start from? A man, a woman has 3 phases in life. 3 phases. From year 1 to 34.
Very chapter 10.
Huh? No, I don't get distracted by Lilliputians or Lilliputians and the likes. I don't get distracted because there are no factors to break up with. It's Lilliputian. It's a neophyte. It's a neophyte. Now, let's go.
You are calling Mr. Sunday a Lilliputian?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Lilliput.
Okay,
Lilliput in acumen. Intellectual acumen. Not. Now let us go. Before we digress, I said a man or a woman has 3 phases in life. Year 1 to 34, money. 35 to 64, afternoon. 65, cascading down. You are winding down to go to death. Now, which is night. Now, the issue on ground, they said the youth, the so-called youth, Some of them are old men, but they are called themselves youth. A youth is the man that is 1 year to 40 years. So all those baba that they are calling themselves youth, 41 years upward, they are old men. Some are grandpa by Nigerian standard.
Let's look at
yes,
facts.
Yes, the
Youth
fact
in the mind.
Yes, youth in the mind. Let's look at our antecedents from time to come. When we started the First Republic, who were the main actors? How old were they? First Republic. Who were the main actors? Did you see any youth there? So youth. The Awolowas, the Zik, and the likes. Okpara from Igbo land. Premier Okpara. Marierie from Midwestern states. The Yoruba man. Were they called youth? Now, if we make a mistake, let's just use one small example that we place on one youth. Dimeji Lawal. What did he do to us? We gave him Speaker of the House. What happened? He messed up, I'm sorry to say. We went on. It was the same youth that caused perjury for us. Buhari, Salisu Buhari, that lied about his certificates. He claimed he went to whether Chicago or whatever university he went, it was a youth. It was still a youth that did that to us. We did not cry. Now, if you now said Emmanuel Macron is less than 50, I know, but can you compare the acumen of a Frenchman and a Nigerian man? No, they are not at par. They are not at par. They will never be at par. Countries like Kosovo
are the leaders of tomorrow.
The leaders tomorrow, we will say our youth coming. Upcoming youth that need to be tutu. They will take tutelage. The youth will take what? Adequate tutelage.
Okay.
They will take adequate tutelage. They will do what we call people engineering. An engineer that finished from university.
So our youths are the leaders of tomorrow.
Yes.
Does Atiku, Tinubu fall in?
They are not in that bracket.
So they are out of it.
They can't be out of it. You know why? For now. No. For now, the youth that Buhari cannot in his own wisdom, the APC in their own wisdom, to give a 50-year-old man the banner to take over this thing for the nation or PDP. Yes, sir. He was a military man. No election. Sankara.
Even if it was a military man, I would know as a youth. What is currently ruling as an elder?
Yes,
so when will the youth have the opportunity
yes,
to take over?
Yes,
yes. Another one.
Yes, sir.
Look at Yusuf Buhari, Buhari's only son.
Yes, sir.
He's in his little age.
Yes, sir.
Buhari rule as a youth.
Yes.
Now, when will the Yusuf Buhari have to rule?
No, you see, look, these things are game plan. These things are permutations. You must belong to the caucus of the party.
Why must it be? Is that what the constitution?
Yeah, no, it's not what the constitution said.
Be like that?
No, sir, ladies and gentlemen.
Democracy. Is that the tenet of the constitution?
No, it is not so. So what really happened? What is playing out? What is the front burner?
Why would I not believe that
yes,
you are supporting the elders because that is where your age bracket?
No, I'm 57.
Yes, that's is that sentiment you are.
No, it's not sentiment.
Now, why are you not advocating that you should take over the reign of leadership?
No, sir, see. You know why the youth cannot come in? For now.
Why?
For now.
Why?
The elders forum have not seen it deem fit to give the mantle to a youth to read this country now.
The Constitution give the elders exclusive right to rule.
Yes.
Does the Constitution give the elders exclusive right to rule? The elders.
Yes, sir.
Now, another question.
Yes, sir.
Another question. NCC
yes, sir.
came to National Assembly
yes, sir.
to lie on oath that Nigeria do not have network to do electronic transfer of results.
Yes, sir. I'm hearing you.
Now, the youth are saying, give us election law, electoral act that compels INEC to transmit election results electronically. We want elders like you to join in that conversation, in that advocate, so that National Assembly will be forced to give us a law that will compel INEC to transmit election results electronically.
You said
what is your opinion?
Yeah, my opinion. My first take. You have talked something about force. There's no force in democracy. There's no force. You might you might do what we call moral suasion. Seek their opinion, seek their consent, talk to them in a way that everybody can have good dialogue. But if you say force, nobody like force. If you force me,
Now, another question.
yes, sir.
We have a situation where there was an IG special squad that
Yes.
went to Taraba
Yes.
to arrest a kidnapping pin
Yes.
because of Wadume.
Yes.
They were
Sultan.
allegedly killed
Yes.
by Nigerian soldiers under the supervision of a Nigerian captain, military
Yes.
captain.
Do you have video of
I'm
that?
coming. The president mandated the former chief of defense staff
Yes.
to institute a panel to investigate it.
Yes.
The panel did investigation, indicted the captain and 9 other soldiers.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
As we speak, the Attorney General of the Federation, Minister of Justice, Malami, has charged the case to court.
Yes.
And he refused to charge the captain and the other soldiers to court, claiming that the military high command did not surrender them for prosecution. And we have a situation where it was the same Malami that wrote a petition that saw Almighty Magu removed from office.
Yes.
And we now have elders who are ruling this country.
Yes.
They have not been able to command or to compel the military authority to subject itself to rule of law, to surrender the military personnel for prosecution. What is your opinion about that?
My take on that is, one, this thing have processes. They are still processing it.
Processing.
Yes.
They are still processing what?
That answer is not there.
It has.
Yes. No. See, listen to me. Look, things have procedures.
They have evidence.
Yeah, I know the evidence are very glaring,
So,
accepted. But
for how many years?
Yes,
are they going to
it is
process
government. You know, government. They have what we call administrative bottleneck. Don't you know that?
Very well.
I'm a student of public sector.
Okay.
I'm a student. So, government issue. There's what people don't know about government. Government issue, there are things, some certain things that they don't rush in doing.
Do you agree that
Now,
there's corruption?
Let me ask you the last question.
Yes,
Let me ask you the last question.
Yes.
The audience, the listening audience can design.
Do you agree that there's corruption in that case?
There is no corruption in that case. There is process.
Now, let me ask you the last
There's
question
no
so that I
corruption.
take my leave.
I will not take corruption.
Look at what transpired at Lekki Toge the other time.
Yes.
We have a situation where in Nigeria it's an established fact that Mr. President is the president and the commander of the armed forces.
Accepted.
We have a situation where the military was alleged to have come to Lekki Toge to shoot unarmed citizens. And as we speak, there are so many unanswered questions as to who ordered the shooting. Why did they disconnect the CCTV? And so many other unanswered questions.
Yes.
Now, what is your view as to who ordered the shooting and why have we not seen the light of the day in terms of investigation?
Yes. Why we will not see this thing is a continuous process. It is a continuous process and it will take some time. You know, investigation and forensics and the likes take time. Have we exhausted that time? Have we?
But are you aware that the military is denying that they didn't use live bullets?
Yes, they can claim that. Because do you have evidence?
Are you aware that the chief coroner of Lagos
Yes,
on
Yes.
September 19,
Yes, the
2020
pathologist.
made a public announcement
Yes.
that people who lost their loved ones should come to
Identify.
Lagos State Teaching Hospital
Yes, to identify.
them?
Yes.
Are you aware that consequence upon that human rights activist, Palena, made a inquiry and discovered that over 98 corpses were dumped in various mortuaries in Lagos? Are you aware?
I'm not privy to that.
Okay, but that is the situation.
Oh,
But
I'm not privy to
consequence
that.
upon that, are you aware that the government has not been able to unravel who actually commanded the military to go and shoot at Lekki Toge?
Why? Yes, you know why those things are. Those issues.
And these are elders who
Yes,
are holding
accepted.
position.
Yes, accepted. But I will still tell you, I will still appeal to you people to give them time.
To give them
Is there an
time to what?
indictment on the elder?
No, it is not. It is not. Yes, let me hear you.
With due respect,
Yes.
I see you as an elder statesman.
Yeah, I'm not an elder statesman.
Okay, it's an elder.
I'm not done one big thing for Nigeria.
And most of your generation
Yes, sir.
invariably has failed the Nigerian state.
As you claim.
Do you admit that?
No,
Then
sir. No, sir.
what vision do you see, like people like you have
Yes, sir.
for Nigerian country?
Yes.
And do you see Nigeria in the next 10 years? What do you see Nigeria in the next 10 years?
What I will always still tell the youth and still tell the populace and the likes that things will always get better. Things will always get better if we allow all stakeholders to come on the drawing board and mediate. Yes, bring a representative from the youth and the governance to play. We'll sit down, we'll debate on these things,
Now,
and come with the
this is just a conditional statement. If we, after 60 years, you are still
I'm not 60.
discussing
I'm 57,
about
57.
Nigeria.
how to come together
Yes.
to fix the country, then what hope do you have at this time? Which means it has not been working, and Nigeria is
it's not that
not
it will be
working.
Things are processes. Yes.
Thank you
You
very
made
much.
mention about youths.
Yes.
People that are not capable.
I never said that youth are not. I never.
No,
I never.
you give examples of youth.
Yes, I gave two examples of
you
two youth
said-
that we have
you made
used,
mention of
and they kind of they fall our hand. The other language.
Okay.
They did not impress us.
Let him answer.
Sir, do you know that the political structure of
Yes.
Nigeria
Yes.
now has to do with money? If
Very well.
actually financially,
Yes.
you don't have money to purchase bomb. Now, see, what is the hope of the youth as
Yes.
at them purchasing this from come
Yes.
2023? Because
Yes.
now there's no independent candidate.
Accepted. Have you forgotten that they are sympathizers of the youth who have money?
Sympathizers of the youth.
Yes. We have a lot of people who are sympathizers of youth who could sponsor them. Oshomole came on board through Agba, Clement Agba.
As a youth.
No, he's not a youth. He has somebody that has sympathy for him.
As a youth.
No.
Okay, that's
Well,
the
youth
point.
area, we have so much youth. We have so much youth who have so much money. We are the Yahoo boys and the likes. We are Hush Puppy and the likes. They have so much
Are
money.
you saying that Yahoo boys should be part of the
Yes,
protest?
they are part of youth now. I didn't know
No,
you.
they should come out.
No, if they
Come out, of governance.
no, they are not. They know that they are going to control. They can support. They can support.
That you support
with legal funds.
No,
That's what he's saying.
You support.
No,
That's what he's saying.
I'm not saying
crime.
those ones that have repented.
Wealth that is gotten
You are saying Yahoo
illegally.
boys
That's
should.
what he's saying.
Yahoo boy are part of
Because
youth.
the wealth is illegal. Their wealth is illegal.
Yes,
So now
and you're saying they should support.
No, if
and support.
no, I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry about that.
Are you tracking the statement?
No, yes, I'm retracting.
Yes,
I'm retracting. I retract the statement. Yahoo boys could not come in, but they are part of the youth because the bulk of the people doing Yahoo are youth. No old man has so much wisdom.
Final thought, Mr.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
On the state of the nation.
Yes.
What is the hope of a young person currently in Nigeria? Final. In 1 minute. One
Yes.
minute.
The hope of a young man is to still take tutelage. Yes, to still take tutelage and stay with his elders. I will tell you, sir.
No, not still.
Yes.
Not
What I'm saying, whether 40, whether 45.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mr.
Yeah. Yes. I did not conclude.
Okay.
Yes. Let's talk. Yes. I'm
Sorry,
hearing you. I did hear you.
Since 1960,
Yes, I did hear you.
when we grew up, to
Yeah, I
know
did hear you.
Nigeria,
Because we are in
if we
Bonapula
go
now.
to a seat of a president,
Yes, I did hear you.
we have never seen any youth since Nigeria take over as a democratic system.
Yes.
What have been the benefit of this country since we get to where we are today?
Yes.
Since
Can you tell
democracy.
me, since democracy come to Nigeria?
The first benefit
No,
you are
you
alive.
last.
The first benefit you are alive.
Okay.
And you give God to the Almighty God for preserving me and you.
When people have been alive before democracy.
Yes. Now,
I said, I mean,
the way forward for this country and for our youth that are coming up, some old youth is to steal. I will still reiterate.
the youth are to steal. What are those people?
I didn't say
Who are,
steal.
wait.
No, not
Who are those?
S-
Who are those
S-
people? Okay.
Still take tutelage.
Yes, because before a boss, let's take a case study of an Igbo man. He brought one Ikechukwu from the village, primary school boy. It takes him for 5 or 6 years. He takes tutelage on how to trade. Go to Aba, go to Port Harcourt, go to Onitsha and the likes. Yes, I will still tell you.
See, sir. Why is it now that the government are blaming the youth? When it comes to a seat of power, we have never seen any eligible youth in the seat of power. We only witness from the age of 60, 70, and 80.
Yes.
And still, they tell us that they are using an elderly brain. The elderly brain they are using is not growing the country. Then what is the next step that you, as an elderly person, will advise your advice to other youth to take? What will be
What
your
I will advise
advice?
you to stay.
Okay.
Let the youth form a party.
Thank you.
Let the youth form a party.
That's exactly
Am I citing something here? Let the youth form a party and let the whole youth vote for that party, and come into government. Let's see how the battle will go like.
That is all.
But in this way of youth forming a party, in youth forming a party,
Yes, sir.
when now that we have never have any youth in a eligible seat that will acquire money as most of our that will have a political money the way that our elders have stealing and robbing our wealth, our treasure in the country. Where we don't have youth, who are those youth? Where would they get money? Wait now, now our elders have made a presidential ticket more than how many million? A governor seat more than how many million? How will the youth have money to acquire such ticket to run for a political?
Yes, the youth can form a coalition force. When they say coalition force, forming what they call a consortium.
Okay.
A consortium, a group. And have one head. And let them come in. Let us see. Let us do the battle.
My brother,
Thank you very much.
you are welcome,
It's a
sir.
pleasure having me.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Good morning.
Okay, let's also.
Good morning, my brother.
I've had that with
You know,
okay.
my brother, me, I'm one kind of person. When it comes to English is a stress to me. I don't bother myself. The problem we have in this country, I keep on saying it, are those elders.
I say it's stupid.
Okay. So, if for Nigeria to have a youth as a president, for me, I think it can never work again. Because the elder one have already occupied the post. Because we see what happened in 2019 election, when we have the leg of Denadu, the other man, Kinsley Magalu, Shewore. Those one, they are not even in fourth position. They are not in fourth position of the people that contest for the election. We only have PDP, if we have APC, PDP, and Afghan and other party. But when it comes to those one that youth represent, you do not see the second or fourth.
Majority of the population are youth in Nigeria.
Because the majority of the population, the youth you are seeing, many of them have been bought by APC and PDP. So, that is the problem we have. You cannot stop the problem again. That's why we are clamoring for divination. Because if we continue like this, that we are still clamoring that it's going to be okay, it's going to be better. 2023, youth to rule. It's a lie. Because our youth, that if they are doing election today, you see all of them play football at the field. If they are doing election today, you see that they will put tire and begin to play football. Who will come and vote for the youth you are talking about? You understand? So that is on that. Because me, I don't have any support for Nigeria. Anything in Nigeria again is just a voice me. Because nothing good will come out for this country again. Because the old fool has spoiled the country. Now look at them, they are crying because they know what is coming to them. All the Wodo, Akitoye, Turaki is a former governor of Adamawa State. I been went there, yes. Is it Kwara? Yes, Kwara. Those are the people that are telling the US and EU not to sell arms to Nigeria again. Because number one, you sell arms to Nigeria, the government take the arm and give to herdsmen. Our evidence. Our security agency. Have you never witnessed security agency the gun they carry? Whether they use rubber band, they tie them. Yes. Our army gun they use now. The only people that use a better gun are DSS that escort the governor and the president and the senator. Those are the ones who hold a better gun. If you see a gun that the DSS carry, you know that Nigeria have a weapon. Yes. But those DSS who are there escorting, only the president, the governor, and the senator and the representative. But when you talk about people that stand in the battlefield, army man carry a gun that use rubber band. And that gun, if you shoot one, smoke will full everywhere. Yes. And you are talking about that you are selling gun for a leader that will take the gun to benefit their northern people. All the guns that the bandits are using today are AK-47 and bought by Nigeria government. The rocket was licensed by Nigeria government. Yes. A source come and bring that investigation, but nobody is following it because they know what they are saying. They throw the water in the carpet to that and match it down. But what Buhari and Anko do today is changing the herdsmen. They make ESN that their gun they produce by themselves to use to defend themselves. Because when you come, you will have a vigilante in the east. You tell vigilante to only carry pump action and that local made gun. But when you come to north, herdsmen, you give license to them to carry rocket and AK-47 without no interrogation, and they will use that AK-47 from north to east and west to kill people. and the headsmen are still working freely. Like yesterday, I was asking a question. That question, I didn't need the answer from Nigeria government. You arrest, not arrest. DSS went to Sunday Igboho house overnight and kidnapped all the people in his house. They kidnapped them and take them to Abuja. And now they lock them in DSS custody for how many months? And they want to
34 days.
34 days, almost 1 month. And now court want to grant them bail. What did the court say? They will pay 80 million for a bail. Herdsmen will kidnap people. They will demand for 100 million. Nigeria government will release a Boko Haram that will be terrorizing the north for how many years? You will give them money and give them what? And make them send them to what that they are giving their mercy. The same Boko Haram that are terrorists, but those ones that are fighting for succession, they are fighting for the good of their people. You arrest them and lock them in DSS custody and grant them bail with 80 million. Who will be in position of that money? That is when I told you that the country has gone wrong. This country is no more operating in a system way. Everybody is doing their thing. The herdsmen, and that's why I call it that this is the Republic of Iflani nation. Me, I'm not among Nigeria again. I told you people since I have denounced my Nigeria citizen.
Where are you now?
Okay, forget them. You know, concern you. I'm not, now by far to know where I'm from. I'm not in Nigeria. I can prefer to name myself a Biafra or a Cotonou. Cotonou self is what better than Nigeria by far. Because you cannot be in a country that your life is not secure. You cannot be in a country that the government and the governors, the representatives are looking at you as their enemy. Why then they say they turn yourself to enemy? A governor, they want to do election. They want to do a governor election here now. Even if an incumbent governor, he will come here to campaign. But when the election finish, you cannot near where your motor is. The escort will jam you away. And you are telling me, why are they afraid? Because they know what they have done. They have made themselves the enemy to the people. And that is why they cannot walk on the road freely like me and you. You understand? So we cannot continue in this sort of a system. This uniform that these police people wear, the army arrest yesterday, who give the uniform to them? Are there no police? When we are now hearing many allegations that US now is coming after a super cop of Nigeria that is working with Yahoo boy, and you are saying Yahoo are criminal. Who are those people sponsoring them? Who are those people supporting them? Who are those people sending them to where they are going? It's most of those. That's why I tell you that the main drug dealer we have in this country are the senator and the representative. Because you cannot see a senator president is passing here. You don't know who is inside. You will just blow alarm. Even police, army are in shape where they will open door because they have seen the plate number. This is who? A senator represents so place. They cannot stop it. Those are the people causing smuggle arms into Nigeria, killing innocent people. US stop selling ammunition to Nigeria because they are not using it to do anything. They are using it to give to Iflani herdsmen to kill the people that are not Iflani people.
You have evidence.
Okay, we have evidence. Why you ask the question? That's the problem with me with journalists. Wait. I will tell you now. The problem I have with Nigerian journalists. Go to TVC, go to Channel TV, go to Ara TV, go to LTA. They are all biased and afraid of Nigerian government not to die, and that's why Nigeria is seeking to hold. Nowhere they are going the journey of no return. Because if you as a journalist, the world is waiting to hear from the journalist, and no journalist want to say the truth. They are telling us that Buhari is not the man in Aso Rock. No journalist want to talk about it. The other day, Ruba Abati, the former member of Jonathan regime then, he went to interview Buhari in Aso Rock. Instead of them to throw a question that necessary for the president, they are there telling us what did not concern the people. You should ask the president, what is he planning for the Nigeria that put him in power? Nothing. 2015 to today, what have you achieved from Buhari if not by killing the eastern people? He have never achieved anything. And if not, what we achieved from Buhari is to carry herdsmen from Niger and Chad and Mali to Nigeria to kill the people that are not Iflani people, to take over their land. But that time, the time don't they reach. Thank God that we have some elder wey don mumu before, wey don dey well. Like this word now, the time when be Ohane is the leader, he don't say worse. He know they talk. Akintoye, he now where he went on the board, he don't follow on the board now that they are detained for Yoruba nation. They don't they talk. Where are they since? Where is all these mumu people? Where they show you them? Tunde Bakari now is crying. What about this man in what is that former general Tuwa Danji Juma? Where are they? They cannot speak again. And now that is the time David Mark, all of them are weeping because of a political party. David Mark only showed his face yesterday because of party. Their PDP are having serious issue. Both the PDP and APC, before this year will finish, God will scatter the party. Okay, and that is my prayer for them. Much, because they are blood-sucking demons, they have nothing to offer to the nation. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's get your opinion on all that you have been saying.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Yes, actually, I'm a true Richard Chukuma. What I want to emphasize is basically on two things. Are you getting me? Qualitative education, the role of qualitative education in building the potential of the youth. And also, the role of the government, towards the society. Now, I talk about education. Now, before a youth can rule a nation or a state, are you getting me? The potential must be defined. The potential, exactly. Now, you are ruling people. You want to control resources. You want to control the regional sector, the health sector, engineering sector. Not only that, getting me, mining sector. Do you have the right education?
Are you saying our youths, most of our youths don't have?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. What I'm saying, they don't have that qualitative education. That will define. I get you. Understand? Now what? That will bring that potential to exactly. Not all of them have it. Youth, I get it. Not all of them have it. I stand to be corrected. Yes, not all of them have it exactly. It is when they have it, I get me. Then they have that vision and a mission what to reach the country. Now, from essence, I remember, actually, I was a product of public school. Now remember one man they called Professor Banfafunwa. Now when the education was in the right way. Now by the time we have what they call Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. Now the problem of the decay and rot in education started when Professor Banfafunwa changed that system to 634. I get you. Then we started having problems, especially if exactly. But the problem I'm saying that if you don't have what it takes inside you, I get it. It's scenario is what you have that I can give out.
Okay, these are our present government and the constituted cabinet.
Yeah.
They don't really have what it takes.
Now you see us
from the president.
Now if you see most of them that are in the cabinet system now, we discover a majority of them, is what they call man who no man. I get it. Most of them they don't have that potential to rule. I get exactly. Because now, if you check now, let me say a scenario. Or look at this man they call President Barack Obama. Obama's school actually what the ad was he went to 2 universities. That University of Boston and also Harvard University exactly. Now when Obama was in the school, I get him, he read translation. The man read as much of 18 hours per day. I get him. Now you see, if you see Obama, I get him. You see when Obama is talking, I get him. He's talking about reality, talking about solution exactly. It is what he can see. Now, where did he get those? Where did he get all those things? What happened? They really want to work on the potential. The problem is that for you to rule human being as a resource, I get you what? You have to work on yourself. Now, the point I'm making is that if the state, if the state, the stakeholders and the government alike, if they can come to that arena, get what, or putting more resources to the regional sector,
educational sector.
Yeah, exactly. I get him. Then we can have that. When we have that, the rightful youths that can rule.
They have the capacity.
They have the capacity. They have the ability. I get him. What to govern the nation? Because the point that you cannot rule the nation. Your good state of mind. I get me. It's because it's when you enlighten them more that what they can rule the youth. So I would beckon all the youth of Nigeria they work on their potential exactly. Now, for example, go to almost secondary schools. Do they ever read? I get you. Now let's go say for example now. We can see Lagos State providing all infrastructure that needed in the secondary school.
No.
I get you.
It's subjective.
Yeah. No, okay.
Lagos State providing all infrastructure is subjective.
Okay, yeah.
Because there are some schools we go to, we might not see this infrastructure.
The majority of them.
Just say.
Yes, they have exactly those things. But all those students, I'm very sure the most of them they're not making use of that aspect. Now, according to what Professor Tommy Ikime was on the phone because actually I actually know I'm a regular what do you call it, viewer of this program. They call it NTA Live FM, NTA Live. That's by 10 exactly. Ikime was on the fact that that on the part of government now, I'm commenting too. Now on the part of government now, Ikime was on the opinion that the government on their own part too. I get me what? Now they should kind of look along. It's not a scenario. I get me that you are a small boy. You cannot see afar, but I can see afar. I get me. Stand on my shoulder and look. I get me. And see what they're trying to what we are going to face in future. But our government, what they fail not to do that. Now most of what they don't carry what they do along too. And you see that even though actually according to them, maybe according to their own view, maybe they have not seen what the right shoot. That way that government nation. On the part of government too, you see that the government also I have something against them also. Most of them they will let you that you should go that there's no job. I get in. They should go and train themselves on skill acquisition exactly. Whereby they do leave that position for their unborn children generation exactly. Because it's called that by the time we have the road and they can in the sector, I get him. And the people what are no more interested in education, those of the unborn generation that went to abroad now come to Nigeria and rule the nation. So what the government can do is what to work on the national sector and what we can provide the right to youth. Now, as a complete expert, we discover that what we have in Nigeria today, against what is a problem whereby the wealth are not well evenly distributed exactly. It is when the government is when actually what you meet the needs of the people, that we can see peace reigning in the country. Okay. So the point I'm making is that the youth work on your potential, work on literary position. Now when you work on that very one, then the people will not see you have the right quality to lead the nation. But the point what I'm making that if you don't have the right quality, then who will support you? Government too, the government must also give their youth that leverage time and opportunity for them to govern the nation.
Thank you very much. Your name?
Yeah, I'm Chukudi Charles Chukuma. I'm Chukudi Charles Chukuma. Yes, a lecturer and also a confidence expert.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chukudi. I want to let me give that guy your number. The guy let me give your number. Okay, my brother. The young people, what are we doing?
My brother, thank you very much.
Just 2 minutes.
I quote this last speaker. I quote him wrong. Do you know why I quote him wrong? A father who did not train his children very well will not expect something good from them. And when you value your children, you are expecting them to come out with good fruit. You may have 4 children, and one is a smart and is good. When you come to education, it's okay. Sound head, everything. But if your eye did not come down as a good father, you cannot benefit from him. Why I say so? See Imo State, in the election in Imo State, there is nothing good that will come out in this nation until this nation will divide into 3. Why I say so is this. Imo State, somebody is in 3rd position, and all of a sudden he came to become 1st person. I'm talking of governorship. So now, are you telling me that Nigerian government they don't know what they are doing? They are very woefully, because when you see a black, you call it white. There's no time your house will be in order. My brother, during the time of Israel, I want to use Saul and David as example. Israel said they need king, they want king. God give them Saul. On the process, when Saul begin to misbehave, God bring out David. When David is about to conquer, Saul begin to suppress David. Okay, are you telling me that God did not know that, yes, Saul has succumbed, Saul has fell before he brought David. But Saul did not agree that David will excel. But because the God hand is in David, that is why David comes up. And when David comes out in Israelite, we know what David did. So somebody is saying that Nigerian youth did not have potential to rule this nation is foul. We have what it takes. As an example, a son of Buhari. Hello, sir. I'm coming, sir. I did not. When you're on the mic, I don't interfere. A son of Buhari and a son of Mr. Marcel somewhere. Is a poor man. Maybe the son come out with first class, but Buhari first son come out with second class. Okay, they want to a job. They are looking for a job. Whom do you think that will take? The name and everything will come first. The son of Buhari will go. Even the young man, they will not take him for because the money is there and they don't have backup and nobody is with him. So that is Nigerian government. If you have somebody that yes have high ranking in the government, you will go to any length. Whether you are up to, you are equal to the tax or you are not equal to the tax. So what I mean is this, sir, Nigerian government have youth, sound youth with good education that can guide this nation to the promised land. But what? They subdue the so-called Nigerian chief politicians. They subdue them under them and shut up their mouth and fail to give them the opportunity.
Okay.
So I want to say something. Somebody say Americans should stop selling arms to Nigeria. Hey, okay, now they know that selling ammunition is bad to Nigeria because they know that now Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, they are having upper hand more than even Nigerian security because the arm those people are moving with is more superior than Nigerian security's ammunition. So now don't know, yes, it's too much. But when we are crying in Eastern Zone, look at what is going on. Look at what they are doing us. Nobody wants to hear. But now it's affecting the whole nation. Kidnapper will come and kidnap the whole school, pack them and go. And they said that they don't know how they, because you that are using AK-47, the something that are using ordinary Okamed cannot face you.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
So, and same time, I warn them about Nnamdi Kanu. This is always every day. I'm always pinpoint in Nnamdi Kanu issue. Madman did not have owner. Madman did not have family. When Moto kill madman, then the people will know that yes, madman is from a particular family. Whatever they are doing, they said God tell Satan, you can do Job whatever you like, but if anything happen to the soul, I swear, we can never take it easy with this nation.
Okay.
Every average Igbo man is an IPOB. Have it in mind. Rochas Okorota,
There's no time.
Hopus Odimma, all of them that are denying that they don't know, they are the head of IPOB, and the heads they are from Igbo land. They are IPOB.
Okay, thank you.
So thank you very much, Mr. Mike. They should be careful about Nnamdi Kanu. I know what I'm saying, and I will say it anytime, any day, any moment. They can do whatever they like with Nnamdi Kanu, but they should not touch his soul.
Thank you
if
very
they
much.
touch his soul,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He said Mr. Mike and Mr. Christian. That is wonderful from him. Thank you today. I hope you enjoyed Bystanders today. I'm Christian Chuk on this wonderful edition. The man behind the camera, Mr. Femi Davis. We're on Instagram, Philip TV NG on Instagram. You can reach us on Facebook, E247, as we move to the end of the program today. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow, by God's grace. You can come everywhere. watching from Nigeria and also in diaspora. I'm Christian Chiko on this wonderful and special edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. Thank you for subscribing to Flip TV. We are appreciative of your supporting our company. I have my wonderful reviewers here with me this morning. Mr. David is here, Mr. Chigozi is here, Mr. Raphael, Mr. Lucky, and every other person on their way here this morning to do justice to newspaper headlines. Okay, DCP Abakari has been suspended by the Police Commission, and also we are having to look at police on trial, not in Nigeria. You can place your comments on the topic this morning as we get the comment session running. I have the Nigerian Tribune with me this morning. I also have the Daily Sun newspaper. PDP APC bicker over attacks, killings in Enugu State. PDP APC bicker over attacks, killings in Enugu State. 2023 presidency. Atiku begins consultations. Atiku begins consultation as David Mark's group moves to check Rivers governor's influence. As David Mark's group moves to check Rivers governor's influence. IRT PSC suspend Kyari, seeks further information on him. IRT PSC suspend Abakari, seeks further information on him. We are monitoring repression in Nigeria. That is from the Commonwealth. We are monitoring repression in Nigeria. That is from the Commonwealth Department of Britain. Anambra Gubernatorial Guba Okonkwo rejoins race as ZLP candidate. Okonkwo rejoins race as ZLP candidate. 8 aggrieved APC aspirants stick to mandate, others stomp party. 8 aggrieved APC aspirants stick to mandate, others stomp party. Abia government uncovers plot to attack, kidnap prominent persons. Abia government uncovers plot to kidnap and attack prominent persons. Anxiety in Nigeria as doctors begin nationwide strike. Anxiety as doctors begin nationwide strike. 31 face disciplinary panel over professional misconduct. 31 face disciplinary panel over professional misconduct. Supreme Court ruling, APC snubs Keyamo. Supreme Court ruling, APC snubs Keyamo. Shell names first female MD in 60 years of Nigerian operations. Shell name first female MD in 60 years of Nigerian operations. Okay, let's look at the Tribune this morning, a frequent paper on the show. Another 13 killed, 20 injured, 275 houses burnt in Plateau State. Another 13 killed, 20 injured, 275 houses burnt in Plateau State. 30 of 65 verified private jets liable to pay required duties. 30 of 65 verified private jets liable to pay required duties. How Kaduna government try to frustrate El Zakzaki's freedom? How Kaduna's government try to frustrate El Zakzaki's freedom? Four-man panel begins probe as police commission suspend Kyari. Four-man panel begins probe as police commission suspend Abakari. Due process must be followed. Falana, police on trial lawyer says. Due process must be followed. Falana, police on trial lawyer says. Reps seeks to prohibit president, VP, governor's deputy from defecting. Reps seeks to prohibit president, VP, vice president, governor's deputy from defecting. Dissenting voices persist over APC ward congresses. Dissenting voices persist over APC world congresses. PDP in fresh bid to reconcile aggrieved Southwest leaders. PDP in fresh bid to reconcile aggrieved Southwest leaders. COVID-19, Lagos records 6 deaths, 519 infections in 2 days. Let's move over to our reviewers here this morning. Mr. Chigozi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. Good morning, esteemed viewers.
How was your weekend?
Happy August. This is August.
Happy New Month.
Happy to you.
Okay, what we have today, the topic today is about still Abakari. He has been suspended by the police commission. But some people are saying that they will still delay the case and not hand him over to FBI. What's your take on that school of thought?
Well, justice is in the seeing and not in the hearing. So the suspension of the said Abakari does not make any difference. So we need to see justice. We need to see, of course, the main issue being unraveled. And that is what the world is watching to see. So, and I believe there won't be any hiding place for the corrupt, especially the ones indicted in this saga. So we look up to more, of course, dramas as they unfold. So we are keeping watch on the developments, and whatever happens, I still maintain that Abba Kyari has the right to self-defense. Unfortunately, he may have denied other supposed Nigerian citizens the right to fair hearing and self-defense when he was, I think, he was the boss of SARS director or whatever, which of course prompted the people to revolt against SARS. So he is culpable in every respect, and he should face the music if at the end of the day he is found culpable. So let the course of the law take its course, and as I have maintained, he has the right to self-defense, and if he pleads guilty to such allegation, then he has to serve whatever penalty that is deemed necessary by the court of jurisdiction.
Okay, looking at this case, does it have any effect on Nigeria's integrity?
Nigeria has more or less become a laughing stock to the community of nations, so this is just an additive to the level of decadence, rottenness found within the contraction called Nigeria in our system. So, and it's unfortunate that more of this will still be unraveled. That is why Nigeria cannot progress as an entity, as a people. You see many money exchanging hands among the political elites. You see, most of the contracts have been awarded just on mere paper, and you don't see the structures or infrastructure or anything to substantiate for the trillions of naira, if not dollars, that have been expended since independence. When you take a reminiscence of the amount of money expended on this Nigerian state, you wonder, why is Nigeria still like this? Why is Nigeria still looking so backwards? There are no infrastructure. Where are the infrastructure? Nothing at all.
Somebody's saying something here. He said, this isn't a reflection of the Nigerian people, but the leadership. That's Lee said. He's saying that this isn't a reflection of the Nigerian people, but the leadership. So it's not a Nigerian thing. That's what she's saying, but the fault of the leadership.
Yeah, by Nigeria, what do you mean? By Nigeria, we are talking about the system, the government. I understood that there are Nigerians who are trustworthy, who you can entrust some responsibility, and they execute it without any fear of being betrayed or betraying you. Yes, I believe I'm one of them. But I'm not a Nigerian, but I find myself residing within Nigeria. But what we are saying is that the system called Nigeria, the system of government, and the people found within the hierarchy of this government or dispensation are corrupt. I don't mean individuals. We have good people from within this contraction. Yes, I quite agree with that. And but the problem is the people within the corridor of power who are representative of the said system or regime or Nigeria per se is corrupt. They are fantastically corrupt, and there's no two ways about that. Look at the system. I said, what are the budgets, annual budget for last year? How much of this budget have been expended? What are the infrastructure. Look at our health system and all that. They said that Buhari have traveled over 201 days away from Nigeria for medical trip. And our health system, primary health system, are in shambles, in comatose. There is not even a pin. As alleged by the first lady of the states, I've gone several times not to run to have a check of my BP, and the others complain that the host is not working. This is a system where billions of naira has been voted for the such replacement and the maintenance of those facilities, but you don't see them doing that. It only end up in people's pocket. I think more heads to roll, not just Abba Kyari. So I think when the FBI is done with Abba Kyari, I think more revelation will be made, and possibly more people will be brought to justice. But if it were in Nigeria, how dare you touch Abba Kyari? You dare not try it. How dare you touch them? You see, because of the system that have allowed such level of corruption, in-depth corruption, fantastically corrupt, to strive. So you dare not try it, they will waste you and get their way. You can understand, because somebody reported a crime, you see, and you were bribed to torture the person so that the person can learn the lesson. That is what is obtainable in the circumstances surrounding us as a people, where we first been exterminated. We've been exterminated by the supposed instruments of the state and people who call themselves the Fulani nations, whose mere opinions becomes verdicts. Of recent, they said that they should proscribe Afenifere. On what basis? Because they are speaking for justice, they are speaking for equity, and of course, equity for all, not just for the Afeniferes. Afenifere is a social whatever that represents the Yoruba culture or whatever. Okay. A social political platform. And for now, for me, what should be paramount is, how do I survive? How do my people down east survive? How do we go about that? You cannot talk about 2023 when we don't have a nation. Nigeria is not existing. We don't have a country. And if you damn me, then let's come to an open debate. What defines a country? What defines a system? If you have a system, the system that are made up of the lies of Abba Kyari and the lies, is that what you call the system? So we have no system, we have no country, and we cannot waste our time discussing 2022, because it's not, for me, it is not feasible. Okay. So what is only feasible is to discuss the way forward. Let opportunity be given to every ethnic nationality via referendum to decide their continued existence within the Construction Corp Nigeria. Otherwise, we are still expecting the worst of the crisis that have already engulfed the entire sphere. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chigozie. Biafra remains the way forward, whether you like it or not. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chigozie. I have Mr. David. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Christian Chuku.
Happy weekend.
Happy new week to our lovely and esteemed viewers.
We are looking at Abba Kyari. He has been on the news, and there are so many things people are saying about the man. But there's one thing that is constant. People are still saying that the Nigerian government would not want to hand over Abba Kyari to the FBI.
Yeah, the police spokesman or spokesperson, Frank Mba, released a press statement yesterday he said now it has become an internal affair, that they would rather do the investigation on their own now than to extradite him or take him to US. It shows that the government of the day would not hand him over to the FBI, because if they wanted to have handed him over to the FBI has been in Nigeria since last week. Thursday they met with the Nigeria Police Service Commission on Thursday. They had a meeting on Friday, and then on Saturday the press release was issued. In case I know the government and the presidency and the police will shield Abakari. And take note, and please let's not forget, he's also from the Fulani race. So that alone, he has that edge. You know, as long as you're a Fulani man, you are always protected. Quote me.
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria. I said that on Saturday. I said Abakari is going nowhere. The presidency will not release him now. They are looking at the presidency. The police spokesperson said they will also consult the presidency to know if he should be extradited. I want to state here that the president will not want him to leave the shores of this country, because he knows the implication of him leaving the shores of the country. My brother, 100 years Abaka never come back to this country.
Wait.
100 years never come back.
That is, if he leaves
if he leaves the shores of this country, Abakari would not come back to this country.
So by implication, you are saying that they will find him. He's going to be guilty of.
Which one be they will find him? He's guilty already. He knows that. Even the Police Service Commission knows he is guilty. Even the IG of police knows he is guilty. Even now, he said something on Saturday. He said if he should go down, so many prominent Nigeria will go down with him. I read that in the Common of Nigeria Daily. He mentioned Femi Adesina. He mentioned Lai Mohammed. Those are the two names he mentioned. He said if he should go down, prominent Nigerians will go down with him. And the two names he mentioned were Femi Adesina, the one of the media aide to the presidency, and the minister of Alhaji Lai Mohammed. So this man knows what. This man knows what. So this man knows what implication of what it takes. That is why Abakari would not be extradited to the US. The presidency would back him up. Have you seen Buhari? The presidency has not even come out to release any press statement regarding this. Are you telling me they are not aware of this allegation against him? They are very much aware, but the truth of the matter is that they are also corrupt. They are also part of the deal. Majority of them are there. That is why they will make sure they will fight it to do their last breath that this guy is not being taken out of this country, or else things will not all go well again.
Okay, is it that the police is on trial or Nigeria is on trial?
I don't get what.
Who is on trial now? Is it the police force or Nigeria?
Our reputation is as a stake at large.
That is as a country.
As a country, and then again it has it has dented the image of the Nigerian police. That is super cop in which majority of them claim to be the super cop, which has been pictured to be the next IG of Nigeria. That is why he keeps getting promotion every now and then, because the Fulani people, the Fulani race within the presidency has been pushing him to become the next IG of Nigeria. Now, a friend was telling me that now he has an uncle that both Abakari and this his uncle were enlisted into the Nigerian force the same year as Abakari entered Nigerian police as 2001. His same uncle enter the same rank. His uncle is still below Abakari now. How do you explain that? He has been. The Police Service Commission has.
It can be a normal thing.
Which will be normal thing? They've been giving him.
Performance.
Which stupid performance? Okay, because he have President Evans. Mr. C, we all know this.
Why is it now called the Super Cup?
No, that is you are calling him Super Cup. I said the self-acclaimed Super Cup. Because now, if you see, Vincent, he got an award from the House of Rep. Even those that give him the award, are they not corrupt? It's like corrupt leaders giving a corrupt Super Cup award. It is not now. Now these are the role models that the young police officers look up to in the system. But now he has been what? Alleged, and I know he's guilty. My brother. But one thing I want to tell you is that the presidency will shoot him. That is it.
No sanction for Nigeria,
no,
United States.
I don't know of that. That one is left for them to decide. Let alone me, I would want a sanction on that. I want a sanction on that.
Because there might be implications.
They would. But let's still watch out and see what comes out of it.
Okay. Are we talking about Atiku? Atiku begins consultation over 2023.
My brother,
like Buhari started, he was persistent until he got the presidency. You see Atiku also becoming president.
My brother, sorry, let me use this word. In this part of the world, we are all fools. Every Nigerians.
Minus me.
I'm generalizing it now. I said that everybody living in this Nigeria, including myself. Now, after the 2019 election, Atiku lost the election, he went to Dubai. He stayed for 2 years, and now because of election is fast approaching, he's now coming back to contest. He gave our bread in Kano because we be mumu now. We be mumu. That is why this position can what easily talk with our brain. Literally, Atiku, we should even send him packing, send him back to Dubai. That ever since you lost election, what have you contributed? Have you for one day contributed anything in political wise, economic wise? He has not even done anything. He has not even condemned government policies. He has not even come as one of the prominent person in Nigeria. He has not come out and tell Buhari that Buhari, what you are doing is bad. He left for UK, he left for Dubai, and now he's now coming back 2023 because he has money. Why? People will definitely support him. Because of what? Hungry don't kill us. Everybody is poor. Because that is why the government knows that now if you make these people comfortable, they would always stand up and fight you. That is why the government has now turn everybody into turn us to stupid people. That's what I see. Yes, because you can literally tell us what to do and where and what not to do. Because everybody now is hungry in the country, and that is why when Atiku comes, some persons will still embrace him, telling me, Atiku will give us money. She will give us money. That kind of situation we find ourselves. But let alone me, this is time for us to sit back, reminisce, think that which way forward for Nigeria. The lives of Atiku has nothing to offer us. The lives of Atiku has nothing to offer us. I would prefer the likes of Kingsley Moghalu. These are technocrats who can drive this economy of this country forward. But I know he will not get there because of two things now. Politics in this part of the world has to do with money and what? Structure. But Kingsley Moghalu does not have the money, and then he does not have the structure. That is why you see the likes of Asiwaju would always win election all over and over and over again. Because of these two things, money, the influence, and the structure. So my take is, if you want a better Nigeria, let us discard these old cargoes. Because if these people keep on ruling us, my brother, now still the same thing. It will always get worse and worse and worse. But on this ground, I state, if it will be the likes of Atiku that will pilot the affairs of this country, or the likes of Asiwaju, the CEO of Lagos State, my brother, you are in.
Yeah, we are talking about Kyari. Well, but there's no fighting. There are other people fighting over there. That's why you can see people are running health as scatter. Okay, Mr. Matthew. You are in Nigeria.
Yes, of course.
And different things happening. Looking at the efforts of the police, it seems they don't want to extradite Abakari to the FBI and to the United States. How does this spell for Nigeria?
I don't think that is true. Because if you look at the first step taken by the Nigerian police and the statement credited to Nigeria police commission, that is Nigerian Police Civil Service Commission. You see that when it comes to discipline of policemen, when it comes to misconduct of police, the commission that is saddled with responsibility is Police Service Commission. And if you look at the position of the police, even if the police is not willing to hand them over ab initio, but considering the position and overbearing influence an American state will have on Nigerian states, I don't think Nigerian government will want to have a diplomatic row with America. So to that extent, they have no option. Because the way it stands, it is FBI that approached the court and requested the court to issue warrant for the arrest of Abakari. So consequence upon that, the court issued the warrant. And all the necessary documents pertaining to the investigation have been forwarded to Nigerian police. And if you look at the position of Police Service Commission, they said that they are expecting all the necessary documents from Nigerian police. So it was the police that need to recommend his suspension to Police Service Commission. And it is Police Service Commission that has the mandate, the right, the power to suspend, sack, discipline any police officer. So far, I don't think there's anything out of place that's happened. But going by Nigerian system, one or two persons may want to circumvent or to share them from being extradited, but they cannot stand it. Because if you look at America and Nigeria, Nigeria relies so much on America for so many in so many areas. We have seen how the relationship have in Nigeria purchasing 12 Tucano jets as we speak since have been delivered. And there are so many strategic areas where America is of benefit to Nigeria. So Nigeria cannot consider a diplomatic row with America just because of an individual. And more so as it borders on corruption. And Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari have been talking about anti-corruption. And he has been saying he's fighting corruption. But I think this is like a litmus test for him to prove to the world that actually he has that integrity and that he's willing to fight corruption. Because going forward, the way the Nigerian state handles it, the way Police Service Commission handles it, the way the police authority handles it, we speak volume about the Nigeria anti-corruption fight. And I think Nigerian government will not want to be in the bad book of America. So to that extent, I don't see Nigerian government shielding him. I see them hand him over at the appropriate time.
Yeah, there are reports that captured Abakari saying that if he is extradited to the United States, other police officers will go down with him.
I don't think it's true. I've not read that.
Okay.
Who is going down with him? The issue is what we are saying borders on he that must come to equity must come with clean hand. If he know that there is any person that is involved in such corruption or such bribery, nothing stopping him from naming them. It's not about somebody going down with him. Though I've not read it and I don't think it's true. But the issue is, it's not about somebody going down with somebody. It's about what is the veracity of the allegation against him. And I don't think FBI will just wake up without evidence, lay accusation against somebody. Look at the document that pertain to the investigation of Hush Puppy that encompass Abakari and some other persons. It's about 69 pages. So they didn't just wake up one day, they have done their diligent investigation. So if you go through that document, you see that it is a painstaking exercise to arrive at that. So if in the event of the investigation, or if Abakari himself know that there's one or two persons that may be involved in the bribery, he's at liberty to name them. But I don't think that is the situation because I've not read that actually.
Okay. Is Nigeria on trial or the police force in this situation?
Nigeria is on trial, the police force is on trial, and Abakari is on trial. Because that is why right from time I've been encouraging Nigerian government, the police force, the police civil service commission to surrender Abakari to FBI, to go and clear his name, to go and clear the image of Nigeria, to go and clear the image of police. Because however I look at it, this is a government, this is Nigerian police, and they are saddled with the responsibility of fighting crime. So if somebody who is at that level, Deputy Commissioner of Police, not just that, he is heading IG Special Squad. So to an extent, he's one of the image of Nigerian police. So if he's been accused, it is important that he go there to clear his name. Most especially as you have said, that he's innocent of all the allegations. I'm not saying he's guilty, but the important thing is that let him go there and clear his name, and clear the image of police, and clear the image of Nigeria generally. Because you see what happens in Nigeria, it's always impunity, it's always dictatorship. But it's the way it is, this one is not within the power of Nigerian state to determine how they want it. So that is why we are likely going to see justice. Look at the purported Congress APC is doing. You see the way they are doing it, forcing everybody to do it in a particular way. That is dictatorship. A situation where a governor will tell you that if you contest the result of this election, you'll be sanctioned. And they will tell you that they are doing consensus. At the end of the day, it's not everybody that is consenting to it. But if you go against it, they use instrumentality of state apparatus to deal with you. So that is not democracy. But in this circumstance, it is not Nigerian state that is the arbiter. So, and we have a superior state, like American states. We have a superior state that is handling it. So, I do not entertain any fear. I know that at the nick of time, Nigerian government will not have option. They will surrender him to go there and face charges, or if actually there's charges against him. Because the way it stands, American system is a system that gives you, that do not violate people's rights. Even as he's been accused, if he goes there, nobody's going to violate his rights. No, unlike Nigeria, where you will be detained, you will not have access to your lawyers, you will not have access to your relatives, and most of your fundamental rights will be denied. Over there, it's not like that. So I don't think there's anything to be worried about. Okay. As long as he has said he's innocent, I believe that he's innocent. But let him go there and explain and prove his innocence.
Okay. Well, you are saying that both Nigeria, the police force, and Abakari is on trial.
Both Nigerian police, and Abakari, everybody is on trial. All of them are on trial.
Okay, Atiku begins consultations for 2023 presidency. What are we looking at? Look, the South governors has come out to say that presidency must shift to the South. Now we have an article still coming out. What's your take in all of this?
But the issue is, I've always been an advocate that all these old politicians that have not been able to solve the problem of Nigeria should not give in the room to rule again. Because I'm not saying that Atiku as a person do not have the right to contest, going by the tenets of the Constitution. But this is somebody who has been opportuned to rule in the capacity of vice president. So what is it that he could not do as a team member of that administration that I think he can do better now? For me, I think it's better we get youths fully engaged in this electioneering process as they are doing. I think I've opened the window of registration of eligible voters now. I think the youth should avail themselves of this privilege of registration, because it's the youth that have that numerical strength, that have that energy, so that I can harness it as during this registration and going into the election proper. Because for me, I don't see any magic wand that Atiku has that make him to say he want to rule Nigeria. Just as Buhari did not allow anybody to rest from every election year, he was disturbing, agitating, contesting. And at a point, people believe that this man, if they allow him rule, perhaps he have the magic wand to resolve all the challenges of facing the country. But as we have it now, he's in the saddle. And I think you don't need any prophet to tell you whether Buhari has the administrative acumen or not. The way it stands, he has failed in so many areas. So I'm not an advocate of any of the old politicians. I'm an advocate of let us have a youth rule Nigeria come 2023. Whether from the south, whether from the north, whether from the east, is not an issue. The issue is that let that person who is going to rule submit himself to the rule of law.
Okay.
Because we have had a
some of our
situation.
youths are not interested in elections. Some have even said that there will be no elections come 2023. They are not sure there will be elections.
Definitely,
how would this be possible?
How can you say there will not be election? I do not believe that there will not be election. Because if you look at all the state of the nation currently, people are INEC are throwing the window of registration open. And there are so many agitation, there is no argument about that. Though the federal government approach to addressing it is crude. But that is not to say that election will not hold. Because in the southeast, the way the federal government is handling everybody, intimidating people because they are talking about self-determination, their approach is wrong. The government may have their own position. But what they needed to do is have a roundtable discussion. Call all interest group. Understand why is this person agitating. If you ask the people agitating, do they have genuine reasons for agitating? Of course, yes. So you don't kill a fly with a sledgehammer. What they needed to do is to create a platform where everybody will come and ventilate his grievance. Then you take it up from there. You can have a reconciliation committee panel. We had a Oputa panel before. Oputa panel was meant to address grievances across every nook and cranny of the country. People came to the panel, heard their view, heard their grievances, and at the end of the day, they tried to pacify people. Just like as we see the ENSAS panel. The essence is to make sure that people who are aggrieved as a result of police brutality are compensated. And the man who perhaps suffered brutality in the hands of the police, who perhaps has his right violated, who perhaps lost his loved one, and goes to the panel, gets justice in terms of compensation. I'm not saying any amount of money is worth human life, but if the person who has his right violated goes to the panel, get compensation, at least he will feel relief. In the same vein, looking at the myriad of agitation in Nigeria, what they needed is something of that nature to address all issues being raised by different groups. And again, most importantly, you look at almost all the crises in Nigeria, the Fulani is at the center of it. You look at how do you curtail the excesses of the Fulani. A situation where the Fulani is rated the fourth most dangerous terror organization in the world, and the federal government do not see them as such. It is worrisome. Because we have a situation where even the Kano state governor have acknowledged that the movement of the mass exodus of herders from north to south is one of the major reasons we are seeing these clashes. We have a situation where even Mr. President himself have acknowledged that most of these criminals, herders, who with AK-47 and some other sophisticated weapons come from other countries. So the government needed to conclaim and address the excesses of the herders. Look at a Sunday Igboho. What gave rise to Sunday Igboho is the excesses of herders. in the Barapanot local government area of Oyo State. We had the episode of Sadiq of Iganga. We had the episode of Wakili, and so on and so forth. Okay. And the government seems not to be addressing it. I was even watching on social media. Was it yesterday? I saw people talking about excess of herders in part of Delta State. So all these things are happening in almost every strata of the society, and the federal government seems not to be willing to address it. Okay. So if the government address all these issues, I think we'll have a better society.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. I have also Mr. Kunle with me here this morning. Mr. Kunle, good morning. Happy new month and happy new week.
Yeah. Well, let's thank God for the new month.
Thank God for.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, there are calls to proscribe Afenifere as a terrorist organization.
You mean what those Northern youth are saying?
There are calls there, yeah.
And the Northern youth, those are Majeri. Do you believe in anything they say, or do you want to take them serious? They did not see their own, what's it called, Arewa.
100 million naira bounty was put on Nnamdi Kanu's head, and after 3 weeks, he was caught. Or if you like it, it was intercepted in Kenya. Same Northern groups.
Okay, it was the Northern group that...
No. I'm just saying, look at when they said what they said, and when he was being intercepted in Kenya.
Really? You see, all these Northern youths, I think they need to be engaged. Maybe majority of them are cow, rearer, or they got nothing more doing. That they will just open their mouth and said they should proscribe Afenifere, a social cultural group in the Yoruba land, as a terrorist group. And they've never proscribed the Arewa, the Fulani, Meiti Hala as terrorists.
What does he say for Nigeria? He's not
we can't say yet. He has been suspended. I think they are taking the step after the other. The way I'm saying things now, I can never judge on this case now. Let's see the outcome of the probe. They are carrying out their own probe. America investigation. America has said is found wanted. They declared him wanted. The FBI has declared him wanted. Let Nigerians too carry out their own investigation, so that we will know whether Nigeria investigation is going to be investigation made in Abuja, not the global one day. So when it tallies, then the necessary thing is for him, to go there and defend himself from the FBI, And this country, I just believe, the hunter has been hunting the thief. Now the thief is hunting the hunter. That's just the case of what I'm saying. So who is the thief here? Who is the hunter here? It's a case between Hush Puppy and Abakeyari, and backed up by the FBI. So I think let him face the probe panel, right? And once it's being investigated and they see the true, they see the light at the end of the probe that this guy is culpable, so be it. Let him catch a flight down to America. They should bundle him. At least Igboho, he's being hunted now. By our honorable ambassador of the Nigerian ambassador to Benin. That's our great ambassador that could not disseminate, that could not deal with Boko Haram here. So I don't think so. Igboho is the next point of call on him now to target now. I don't know. So once they are going there to lobby the president of Benin to extradite Igboho, same thing should be done. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Abakeyari is found culpable, should be extradited, right, to America instantly. Because you are chasing the Igboho now. You should be chasing Abakeyari likewise to be extradited. I'm telling you, once his investigation is concluded and is found culpable of the atrocity, so there be it. Let him go for it.
Okay, I suspect, or I'm looking at if he's sticking to America, the United States.
Yeah.
They open so many kind of ones. Do you subscribe to that?
Sure, definitely. you know, there's names that will still be dropping, especially all these politicians. You know, that this hush puppy, I think is just rolling them out bit by bit. You know, just to know that our politicians, they engage in all atrocities, either scam, either anything, give it to them. And names will still be dropped. Hush puppy is just still opening up. It's still going to open up a lot of can worm, in which some names has already been dropped. There was a blogger name, a lady blogger name he mentioned, you know. So I think we will still get there and know, you know, who the culprits are, the identity of all these people that collide with him to carry out all these atrocities.
Who is on trial? Is it Nigeria, the police, or Abakari?
Nigeria is on trial generally.
Not Abakari?
Not Abakari. For a whole, I can say now is the number one cop in Nigeria now. Intelligence-wise, is the number one cop.
One of the IGs.
IG, I'm talking of the hatchet men on the you know.
The point men.
The point men is the number one now. I think he's one of the brilliant cops we can say. He was given an award by the House of Rep, National Assembly. He was honored. Now, same person that you honor now, look at what is happening. But he's been defending himself. Let's wait and see. As I said, let's wait and see the outcome of the IG, you know, panel, pro panel that he set up to investigate him. So when he do that, you know he has been suspended already. So you can't be on investigation and still be holding on to your post. And it's very rare in Nigeria to get that done. You know, so let's use this Abakari as a case study. His own case as a case study. But as they said, in this country, it has started already. The thief will be hunting. You remember that guy's song? Let me so rest in peace. Sultan. One day thief go hunt the hunter. One day thief go hunt the hunter. That's what is happening now. Thief has already started hunting the hunter. You know, hunters there.
Okay, let's look at Atiku now. He begins consultation for 2023 presidential elections.
Mr. Atiku is still dreaming of becoming a president.
They have the money.
Yeah, the money is there.
They can influence.
Yeah, they have the money. The money they make on our head. You know. So what I'm saying now is, PDP and APC, you know, they are both having crisis simultaneously. Now, the two parties are, you know, are dying already. They are on the ICT unit now. Yeah, I mean, what's it called? Intensive care unit. The two parties, as I'm saying them. And this is a wake-up call for Nigerians to wake up and bury up these two parties. We don't need them any longer. They have overused their space. They have overused their usefulness. So what is there now is we should capitalize. There's God intervention is what we are saying now. The same problem, the great party, the two biggest party, the two famous party, they are having problems at the same time. You know, PDP is having problem with his chairman, Secundus, in which the godfather that appointed himself is going against him now. That's Mr. Wike that brought him to limelight. So same as APC, the what's it called? Yobe governor Yari, or was it Bunin has been having issue with his party members. So there has been contradictory issues within all those parties. And God is fighting for the masses now, so that we can bury all these parties. Then we should now look for the way we will restructure this country. We have to restructure. We cannot avoid, we cannot run away from that restructuring. Because the way this country is failing, and is failing gradually, and is failing. And we don't want this country to, you know, some people are even already saying Nigeria is a failed state because there are some symptoms already of a failed state. So in order to avoid, if there are remedies we can still do on this country to safeguard this nation from collapsing or being a total failed state, let us do it. But all these parties, these two parties, PDP, APC, cannot lead us to promised land. If they come to you, they are just wasting their time. To me, I've decided that these two parties cannot lead anybody to promised land.
They bring them money.
Who is
Nigerians are hungry.
The way is it now? If you like, they bring money for you. Take the money. You will enslave yourself for the next 4 years, and you will have no right to complain. If they give you money, you take the money and see what will happen to you for the next 4 years. You never see suffer. You will see, you know, the original suffer. The one you are still seeing now is fake, artificial suffering. Now, collect another money for 4 years. Original suffering. You know what the fellas call the original suffering? Suffer must go. That is what they will be calling for. If you take any politician money this time around to sell your future, to sell your mandate, and to sell your destiny, you will be in for it for the next 4 years, and you will see that sufferness over sufferness times 10 of what you've been suffering now. I'm sending this message to the youth. If you like, take it. If you like, don't take it. Start collecting money. You are collecting money for your future for the next 4 years, and you will be in for it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a GoFundMe account, and the link is on the live chat. Please donate to support our analyst and Flip TV's independent journalism and long impact records. Please, you can support Flip TV on this GoFundMe account. I have Mr. Okokundem with me as it comes to contribute. Okokundem,
Morning.
last time you fight me.
I fought you.
I'm your brother, you fight me.
I fought you because I'm very angry. What was going on? How can you tell me that Martin Nnamdi Kanu is a citizen of British, and Britain are not doing anything concerning their citizen? Rather, they are playing gambling, debating. Up to the United Nations haven't anything to do, and it's United Nations property. And he is an international agitator. He registered under United Nations, and they are not able to bring him out. Even in the court, United Nations live in Nigeria. Playing game. Flying those stupid people in Igbo land, call themselves politicians, call themselves leaders, call themselves Ohanes and Igbo. Those pigs, those animals. Looking at them. When we are the masses, we are suffering. We are the one asking for this thing. Don't mind those people that have mingled with themselves, polluted themselves with the Nigerian system. United Nations was there. I think what's going on in 1967, from 1966 of anarchy to 1970, United Nations fought their hand, look at us, we are dying. The same thing want to repeat. That's why I'm very angry. The same game British play that time was the same game they are trying to play. That's why I'm angry. Even the Kenya Uhuru of Kenya, all of them were going scot-free. I'm still saying it. They will fold their hand Nnamdi Kanu will die, and nothing will happen. Boko Haram that are killing, Fulani herdsmen are killing. Nobody. It's swap, nobody. Like them terrorists. United Nations, EU, and the other organizations have said these people are not terrorists. What they are doing to prove that these people are not terrorists? What are they doing? Commonwealth, what are they doing? They are playing Yankee-Panky, playing cat and rat game. This is what Bob Marley called rat race. Exactly what happened in Nigeria. Bob Marley called it rat race. People are dying. Okay, now they have resumed killing now in East now. They have resumed killing again. If United Nations cannot be able to stand with us, why are they permitting Nnamdi Kanu to register and to be international? That time Nnamdi Kanu approached them, they could have said no. Or was he can come out? Fairly, nobody trouble him. We take it like that. Produce this one. Then you say Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. The same United Nations give EU and America what they quote in the United Nations chart, that empower them to invade Iraq, that empower them to invade Libya. Why can't they issue the same on Nigeria to stop this nonsense in Nigeria? If they pick Nnamdi Kanu and United Nations all over, EU, Britain, Commonwealth, AU, all of them keep silent. Whom they claim that is their property, they pick it, all of them claim silence. Is it me that are talking here? Nigerian government will come and apprehend. Who will come? If they can do so to Nnamdi Kanu, what of me? That I have nobody. I am not known in any part of the world. What of you? They are playing game like this. I don't know the type of power. I don't know the type of authority Nigeria have over international bodies. They only talk. This is how the Mullah Abiola own. Do Abiola own? Abiola die. But they give a Yoruba president. And what is crying? We are still crying. As Nnamdi Kanu did not appear in this last court on 26th of this last June, they say October. Look at where they send it. By that time, they may inject him and do whatever they like. He may die slowly. The thing will go down. Don't you see, since they apprehend Nnamdi Kanu, since they kidnap him, that Fulani herdsmen have started marching down again in East, which is what they want. Then those stupid Igbo governors, like Usodimma, came out to say, we have restored peace in Southeast. We have subdued IPOB. I mean, Eastern Secretary Work. We have vanished them away. That's what stupid governors are saying in East. When Fulani herdsmen are coming in, they do not raise any security to secure us. Nnamdi Kanu received security to secure us. They went against him. Do you know that where Nnamdi Kanu is now is prominent Igbo people plan now with the Fulani?